Test test, 1, 2. Okay, I think I got it. For some reason, OBS likes to switch microphones on me. Test test, 1, 2. Okay, I think I got it. For some reason, OBS likes to switch microphones. And I can hear myself in a window somewhere. We gotta fix that. Okay, there we go, found it. That's really annoying, listening to yourself. How is everybody? Are we good? Have we had a good week? I am just currently changing a few settings around. I'm not sure if it's because I changed my resolution when I play Fallout 4. That's the only thing I change every time, and it seems to be enough to throw OBS out of whack. I don't understand why, but it does. Interesting warning from YouTube as well. It says, this stream is currently streaming at a lower bitrate than is recommended. Well, I don't know how to fix that, YouTube. That might be an OBS thing. How does the audio quality sound? Is it okay? Does it sound bad? If it sounds good, I'll just leave it because, well, OBS looks fine. Maybe I should update it. It keeps saying to update, and I keep ignoring it. Maybe that's not a good thing to do. But in the meantime, let's get Fallout 4 launched. Because we're about to move into Chapter 2, if I remember correctly. Okay, I'm getting confirmation. I sound good. It's good quality, so I'm just going to assume it's fine and do some testing later on, and hopefully no problems. Oh, and let's put my phone on mute as well, so we don't get any noise from that, because that will be annoying. Also, no fireworks. Isn't that great? People seem to have given up on making annoying banging sounds during my stream, which I appreciate. I still need to replace my monitor. I don't know why so many new monitors have dead pixels on them. Every time the screen is black, you just see these giant green dots. It's so distracting. Okay, and it's looking good. Let's load back into our game. See where we were. Ooh, interesting. Did I just crash? Nope, just taking a while to load. There we go. Just gonna check the stream, make sure that's all good. It looks good. And I'm quickly just gonna open up a streaming window and make sure everything's okay in there. Because the live streamy thing says everything's good, it looks good, but I don't trust that. It's lied to me before, so let's see. Okay, I can see things. Things look good. Alright. Now, I think we left off. We are delivering... Hello, Piper. We are delivering the beacons that Jake gave us. And Jake's probably gone upstairs. Let's just check our inventory, make sure we actually have one of those. Is it in the miscellaneous? Or is it in junk? I think it might be in junk. Or in miscellaneous, not in aid. We have the sensor. We have some books. Is it in junk? Where is it? I just want to make sure I don't... I mean, If I have the sensor in my inventory, that means I've probably got the beacon, so let's assume I can always just cheat and jump back here if I need to. Let's see, where is the nearest location? Oh, they're all over the Commonwealth. But we do have some fast travel options. Okay, let's jump to the Boylston Club. Erica says, I'm almost rid of a really bad cold. It'll be interesting to see how long I'll be able to stay awake this time. You still have that? That's been a while. That's been at least a few weeks. Okay, stim pack myself up. And... let's actually favorite some weapons, which I don't think I've done properly yet. Okay, 10mm. Ooh, actually we do have a nice hunting rifle. Let's put that one there. And 10mm there. And do we have a melee weapon I can grab in a pinch? Security button, that'll do. Alright, much better. I actually have some ammo for that. Ooh, and I don't want to fight a super mutant. Let's go this way. So the idea with picking...
we're walking right into Boston Commons. People don't come back from here.
Thank you, Piper. The idea with a lot of the... okay, with a lot of locations we picked for the beacon drop-offs are... these are places we think you've probably gone already. So it's to save you some time, because you do have to clear out these locations before you put down the beacon. Now, I've not done any locations in terms of clearing, because I've just been playing SS2. And it's another case of us trying to encourage the player, or at least reward the player, for actually engaging with the base game. Just do a quick save right there, because I always set mines off in these places. Now, let's make sure this actually is a location. Yep, this is a location. I don't remember picking it, but I was the one who picked all these, so I must have. Speaking of traps... Erica says, I've had a cold for a few weeks. I must be confusing with someone else. Ah, I swear there's someone who's been joining the stream for the past two streams, and...
guess this is it for you.
They've not been well. So used to playing with hardcore survival, where a headshot is essentially a death sentence. And these guys are just soaking the bullets. So am I, though, so I guess it's fine. 1, 2, 5. And Piper's on fire. Ooh, I don't think I can pick that.
Won't be able to pick this.
Nope. Ours now.
What do we have in terms of... okay, we got combat armor and radar. That's good enough for now. It will serve us as long as I don't get hit too much. Now, where is this beacon location, is the question. I'm gonna guess it's down here. Is this the place that has, like, the school sub-basement? Or am I thinking of...
Ooh, we're not alone here.
A school with a sub-basement? Ah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. I'm just gonna hyper absorb all the poison. That's what she's for.
Now where'd they... that's all of them.
Okay. We can progress. Nuka-Cola. Don't mind if I do. I've got to resist the urge to loot. I'm not doing my normal playthrough where I loot everything. That will take time and be boring. Ooh, okay. Through here, apparently.
I guess this place doesn't get a whole heck of a lot of foot traffic.
Don't know why I'm being so sneaky. We're gonna have to kill everything anyway. If I'm gonna put on... oh, run, 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 run. What did I tell you about me and traps? I never see them. Well, let's jump over here if I can. Nope, that is impossible. You cannot jump over that. It's just not feasible. So I guess I'll have to hack this if I can.
Hey.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Who's there?
Okay. Maybe I should do this probably. So disband. It's a little bit like disband. Disable? Nope. Okay. So it's probably got a DI? Where's another DI? Would really help if I wasn't dyslexic. This is why I brute force this. My brain melts when I try to think of words and spelling. I know, it's ridiculous, considering I'm the lead writer.
What the?
And I'm just going to jam the keyboard. There we go. See, it works eventually. Usually. You just back out before it logs you out and start again. Pro tip for if you're ever hacking a terminal in real life. Just do that. It'll work every time. Oh, don't say I've got to hack this one too. Okay, I can bobby pin this. This is fine. There we go. That's easy.
Nice. Nothing there now. What do you think?
I know.
Yeah, you're probably right. Gotta cut down
And I missed.
What a waste.
Okay, we got a guy down there. A guy up there. Ooh, that guy's got a minigun. Okay, we're going to deal with him first. There we go. Oh, I think I'm right. I think this is the school basement area. Look, here's me.
Hey! They're here!
Oh. No ammo. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you pay for it!
I can't see.
He's still alive. Uh-oh. Will I survive? Will I survive?
Get started!
Maybe if I run away.
Lucky hit!
Oh my. Hyper. Okay, we're gonna have a melee fight.
Personal.
Oh, this is taking too long. Where's my shotgun? That's not a shotgun. That's not a shotgun. There we go. That's a shotgun. Piper, you can get up now. Get on. Okay, I still back myself. I was right. This is the, yes, Erica. It's the school with the raider buffs. Grab it. Ooh. I have my special shotgun. Okay, well, we'll clear this area. We'll put down the beacon. Then we'll go claim the special that hat thing that he's wearing. Where do I put the beacon? Ooh. That's a question. Do I have to destroy the turrets? Let's see.
Oh, come on. It's a joke, Blue.
Sorry, Piper. I wasn't listening to you. Okay. We have to drop the scanny thing. Okay, we do have the beacon. That's great. But where is the scanner? There it is. Okay, it's going to do the scan thing, and hopefully it doesn't say there are any enemies about. Even though Piper's attacking the turret. I'm just going to leave Piper down there. Yeah, see, it's fine. We know how to deal with that turret. Do we, Piper? I'm just going to leave it there. Here, a small thing I want us to fix at a certain point is you can just, like, pick up this thing and... There you go. See? And that's not where we want people to loot. And if you do it on an exterior location, you can just carry it forever. So, that's something to fix at some point. Again, it's not that important, but it bugs me. Okay, I think Piper is either won or lost. Either way, we are going to sneak to that leader guy and hopefully kill him without anyone noticing. Hello, Psyvirus. Erica says, I like the hacking minigame. I like it too. It's just, I don't think it's that fun to watch on streams.
Always on good behavior, aren't you?
Nope, Piper, we're not talking right now. Plus, I've done nothing except help Jake. Maybe she likes that. Okay, the guy's in there.
Always on.
Okay, I'm going to just tell her to shut up if I can.
Yo, psst.
Always on good behavior, aren't you?
Maybe we can have this chat later.
Oh yeah, sure. I'm just talking. Always on good behavior, aren't
Shut
you?
up, Piper. I'm not interested. Okay, there's the guy. Oh, we don't have a critical lined up. Although, I'm going to save just in case I mess up horribly. Okay. Okay. I didn't get lucky with a headshot that killed him, but
That was better than expected.
we killed him anyway.
Huh?
Peek your head out. Oh, people are coming. Where's my shotgun?
You're nothing, shook up over.
Whoop. These guys are tough. Reload, reload, reload. And I'm dead. It went horribly. Who would have thought it? Darn. All because we want that hat. Has nothing to do with SS2, but we need that hat.
God, what is it with that creepy bear?
Am I wearing my helmet? I don't think I am. I'm sure I had a combat helmet. We have combat chest piece. We have arms. We have a militia hat. Where's the helmet? Okay, we have a Vault-Tec helmet. That will at least do to protect a
Where did
little
Bosco
bit.
even find that thing?
Bam. He actually got a sneak attack this time. Fantastic. Okay, he's dead.
Let's dance.
Now we hide. Now we hide, Piper.
Someone's out there.
And we let them come to us.
Just got ambush up. Get a grip on yourself.
I must have a concussion.
Spread out. Show your face. Come on. I dare you.
I'm hoping they forget I'm here and just leave. And then I can get the hat. Oh, they're all above me. Okay.
Scared, huh?
Let's close
shot me.
this. Oh. Right there. Man, they really absorb those headshots.
We don't have to do this.
Time's up.
Where is that thing? What you doing there, Piper?
Come on. Yeah. Do it again.
Oh, so many bullets. Yeah, oh, he's gonna kill me again. Run away, run away, run away. Man, that guy's tough. Tougher than his boss.
Oh, now I'm mad.
I hate how bullet spongy vanilla NPCs are.
Ain't scared yet.
I get it to a degree. Stay still. I don't want to die. Okay, and if we can quickly stim pack ourselves. And hopefully... Okay. Okay. This isn't great. Okay, we'll try to critical this one. I'm gonna die. Oh, I should have closed that. Ah, they know how to open doors. Oh, oh no, everything's going terribly. Okay. We can do this. We can not die horribly. Maybe. Oh, no, well, there we go. You know what? I'm thinking the hat isn't worth it. I really am. Maybe, do I have a stealth boy? I don't think I do. I'm going to try this one more time, Erica, and if we die again, I'm sorry, this hat clearly is not worth it. We do not have a stealth boy. Darn it, well, okay, I got a plan.
God, what is it with that creepy bear helmet?
Okay, he's dead. Fantastic. plan is we're going to go down here. We're just going to not be there while they search. And then we're going to return and then take the hat. And everything should work out exactly as I hope. Oh no, okay. Already, apparently, there is a terrible flaw with this plan. They, again, can use doors. How'd he get to the door that fast? How did he know where I was? Can I take his machete?
Free for the taking.
We're just gonna hide here for a bit. I'm gonna take a sip of my drink. Do a quick catch up with chat. Well, Cynical wants me to take the bear head, so I guess I'm gonna take the bear head. But we're gonna be sneaky about it. Speaking of which, I did just get a level. Can I put anything into sneak? I'm now harder to detect. Now that was a waste if I wanted to select traits that are going to help me have new dialogue options, but we really need that hat. Erica says, I need that hat when I infiltrate Algernon's vault. That's a good point.
Always on good behavior.
No, I am on terrible behavior, Piper, and if you say that again, I will show you just how terrible it is.
Always on.
You called my bluff, Piper. Bravo. I'm not going to shoot my shotgun, because there are raiders somewhere. Right there. Can I get... Nope, I cannot get a sneak attack off on him. And apparently I'm just shooting whatever this is. Fantastic. How many bullets does this guy take? Ways to deal with that. Okay, we need that hat. We need that hat. We got the hat. Fantastic. We'll quickly loot this, hopefully.
Nice.
Okay, we got things.
I was planning for
I'm gonna leave that fat man.
Keep your eyes open.
And we're gonna run.
Assholes using a stealth boy.
Yep, the stealthiest of stealth boys. How'd I go? Okay, we did it. We did something. I don't know what it was, but we did it. Now we have to wear that. Does it have protection? That's a question. It does.
Loot on you better be
Ah.
worth it.
Okay, I'm just running. Screw that. That is bullshit.
Where'd that little fucker go?
I'm using my stealth boy. You cannot find me. It's a shame you can't lock doors. But we're just gonna leave the way we came. Because I do not accept that. Yep. No sign. I'm almost out of stim packs. I get the feeling you guys would not enjoy me. Enjoy watching me play on survival mode because what I just did there would take normally about an hour. Because I'd be slow, I'd be sneaky. But we're not doing that. We're doing a quick playthrough. And I'm going to talk to Jake, and I'm going to select an option no one ever selects. Because that's what we're doing. We're poking and prodding in all of the little areas that people don't normally go into. Oh, those raiders. Ha! Kobe says B button only. Well, I would B button, but that's just going to take us out of the
Always on
conversation.
good behavior.
Okay, Piper,
Hey,
What you got?
I'm just going to
Always on good
spam
behavior,
whatever
aren't
it
you?
is, just to shut you up.
I try to be.
Seems like you're doing.
I don't know how you're having a serious conversation with me.
Sounds like
wearing
it
the
must
hat.
be exhausting.
Sure. Because
Uh-huh. Absolutely.
mhm.
Couldn't agree.
our dad. Well, he was gonna. It's right.
Right.
Mayor.
Yep.
Piper.
You saved those
You
people. Good job,
saved
Piper.
those
I don't know what you're
No,
talking about, but good job.
It's just
Okay, fantastic. Wonderful. Back to Jake, the person we truly care about. There he is. And he's doing an animation. Come on, Jake. Get out of it. Come on. Ooh, he really doesn't want me to talk to him.
I cleared out that spot you sent me to and set up a radio beacon there.
Great work. Mala set off as soon as you activated the beacon. By now, she should already be stripping the place down. Huh. You know, after we're done getting what we need for the hub, no reason we couldn't keep sending Mala out, gather other useful materials. But let's worry about that later. For now, you ready for the next locator beacon?
Quick question. What is the game audio level like compared to my voice? Does it need to be louder, quieter? How's it sounding? And whilst you answer that, I'm going to do some of the dialogue options that no one ever does. These are just to remind the player, in case they wandered off and did another quest and forgot exactly what they're doing for Jake. So,
What did you need me to do again?
Have you seriously forgotten? You need to head to a location, clear it, drop a beacon. Just like you already did. You didn't hit your head or something, did you?
Hee, I made a joke. Because, of course, players shouldn't forget what they're doing.
What was the plan again?
We're going to gather some tech, repair the comm hub, and build a communication network. Link all our settlements together.
Well, okay then.
I'm ready.
Great. Here's the second beacon. Good luck.
Now, I don't want to fight raiders again, so, let's see what locations we have. Okay, we got over there. That's quite a trek, though. I think this location is a hardware store. I think that location is the electronics club. With a glowing sea. Okay, let's head back to where we were, because that's quite close by. Audio is not bad. Okay, fantastic. If I'm too loud or too quiet, or the game is too loud or too quiet, let me know, and I will adjust those levels. I did a quick listen back to last week's playthrough, and the game audio did seem a bit quiet. But then we also did have mic problems, so I probably messed with something. There's too many enemies in this game when you're not actually wanting to fight them, like Piper is. You know what? I regret... She's just too gung-ho. I regret being her with me. Okay, this person I think is just a happy settler. Yep.
You got that look, like you jonesing for something.
Nope. Not me, sir.
Not right now.
Fine.
I know I'm wearing a
You're
giant bear
lost.
head, but you've got the wrong person. Okay, I want to go this way. I mean, fair enough, you come across someone in the wasteland wearing a giant bear head. You're going to offer them drugs. They probably will accept. Piper has a better aim than me. You know what? I take exception to that. Oh. But if she wants to attack this gunner for me, I won't say no. I don't have a critical lined up. And I don't have a scope. And I missed. And there are more rats. And more gunners. Well, that's not fair. Ooh, okay, hit. I've only got one book left. And more rats attacking. And I'm out of action points. Well, Piper is apparently the best shot in the world, so we'll just let her deal with that. And I will fight this big mole rat. Go get him, Piper.
Okay, cut the shit. Who is that?
Yeah. Thankfully, the NPC's just shooting the concrete.
There.
So I'm fine. I think they're using their brains. That's not good.
Keep firing. Ambush all over.
What was that more rat? I hear it. Maybe it's up there. Okay, the gunners are fighting more rats. Oh, the gunners are fighting me. Oh. And I've got no armor for that. Yep. Okay. Hopefully that kills her. Nope, of course it doesn't. I wish I had more shotgun shells.
Nothing there now.
God, I hope there's a bounty on you.
Okay, okay. Oh, they're inside the bus. And they're shooting through the glass. I don't think I can defeat that. I'm just going to go this way. Where's Piper?
You guys got me stirred up over nothing.
Okay, there she is. Can I stimpack her to get her back up?
Come on, asshole!
Yes, I can.
Thanks, Blue.
Come on, Piper.
Come out.
Oh! I should switch that to headshots. Oh, I'm dead. Damn it. I don't think I saved. Erica says, don't combine your time for infinite ammo. I think they do. I don't know. I play so often with too many mods. I think by default they do have infinite ammo. I think everyone does. I play with a mod that gets rid of that because I don't like it. And actually makes the game really interesting. Oh, no, oh! Ah. Okay, is that the autosave from before I fast traveled?
Hey there, something up?
Yeah, it looks like it.
No, still working on it.
Okay. Let's just double check I have it in my inventory. Ah, goddamn gunners. Okay, save before I fight gunners. Okay, ASAM. Okay, we got scanner. Where is the beacon? Prototype beacon. Okay, we're good. Okay, let's try again. Damn. There's nowhere closer. Yeah, so I played with I think it changed. It changed to the INI for Fallout, and it's a utility thing that allows you to just easily do it. And so I turned the option on, and it actually made the game really fun because your opponents have limited ammo. So after they fired at you for a while, they'll charge towards you with a melee weapon. And because they have limited ammo, it means you can... Wait. I'm sure I made that store somewhere you could loot. Maybe not. It means that they drop less when they die. So you have less ammo. It's fun. So it forces you to use melee more. It forces your enemies to use melee more. Please don't attack me, Mr. Handy. I swear. Okay, it's a medical center. Okay. See, I thought that was the hardware store, which is what I think we're going to. And we're going to take a slightly wider route around this time to hopefully not encounter those gunners. It would have been good if we killed them, because would have had some decent loot, I think, at like level 28, and we're what? Level 12. Yeah, so a bit higher than me. Okay, we are that way. I could just look at the compass. I've got such a bad habit of, again, playing on survival and hardcore survival, so I don't usually have the compass up. So I have to use the map to navigate all landmarks. Which, again, very fun when you're playing by yourself. I don't think it's that fun when people are watching you. Is that GNN over there? Ooh, it's a checkpoint. Okay. Sneaky, sneaky. Do I have any more grenades? Nope, but we have some mines. Okay. Save. We save this time. This is so metagaming. I know they're in there.
This is an emergency message to all Commonwealth Army.
I hope they don't chase me.
Protocol 17 Echo Charlie 9 are in effect.
I said I hope they don't chase me.
If you are in distress,
They're back!
I swear, if Piper sets that thing off.
coordinates are available in your emergency handbook. This checkpoint has been designated as a safe house in case of enemy invasion.
Kiss it all goodbye.
Ah, I was hoping the commander would set that up. We'll just put another one there. Run away. They're not very bright. We'll be fine. Let's see if we can order Piper to come back
Over here.
Hopefully the commander sets off that mine. Come on. Come on, come get me. Ah, I was going to ruin it.
You made a mistake. Now you pay for it.
What the? Where'd that gonna come from? Yeah, at least it's not a commander. I want them to trigger that mine. Yeah. Damn. Something for a headshot. Okay, I think the commander just set up the mine. Fantastic. Yep, he's limping. Speaking of, I should probably take a stim pack myself. Oh, I'm a terrible aim. I really need to buy some more ammo. Looks like it's a little heavier hitting than my crafting pistol. Am I even hitting that guy? No, I think I'm hitting this thing, which is probably going to explode very shortly. Okay. Nope. Damn. Okay. We had to save games. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. Whose idea was it for me to actually try and play this? Okay, sneaky, sneaky. Oh.
This is an emergency message to all Commonwealth Army soldiers. Emergency Protocol 17 Echo Charlie Niner are in effect.
Oh. I hate that when the game shoots a window cell. It's like, oh yeah, you've got a perfect aim on me.
If you are in distress, please proceed to the South Boston Military Checkpoint Parade. Coordinates are available in your emergency handbook.
We need... Okay, we got the frag mine ready.
This checkpoint has been designated as a safe house in case of enemy invasion, and is currently
sounds
stocked
gonna
with
explode.
additional food, water, and ammunition.
Ooh, power armor.
This safe house is for military personnel only. Citizens, including non-military family members, will be turned away for matters of national safety.
Yep, I don't know why I'm jumping. You know, I don't think this bear helmet's really helping me all that much. Got me crazy. Stim back. Where is he? Oh, there he is.
This is an emergency message to all Commonwealth Army
What's he doing?
Emergency Protocol 17 Echo
I mean, not
Charlie
complaining.
Niner
That
are
was
in
easy, but...
effect.
Oh. Let's go for the leg.
If you are in distress, please proceed to the South Boston Military Checkpoint Parade. Coordinates are available in your emergency handbook.
No, no, no. Oh! Oh, no. Well, it's a good job that I didn't just die. That I, in fact, killed them all. Because that's what happened. No one can prove otherwise. You see how good I did there? That is called skill. There we go.
This is an emergency message to all Commonwealth
some
Army
slings.
soldiers. Emergency
Drop
Protocol
this thing down. There we
17
go.
Echo Charlie Niner are in effect.
No. They mysteriously died.
If you are in distress, please proceed to the South Boston Military Checkpoint Parade. Coordinates are available in your emergency handbook.
Ammunition.
This checkpoint has been designated as a safe house in case of enemy invasion, and is
I
currently
think
stocked
that's
with
mostly
additional
decent loot
food,
here.
water, and ammunition.
Okay, back to Jake.
This safe house is for military personnel only. Citizens
So, there is a rule that a lot of games follow. Most things follow, actually. I don't know why this became a rule to begin with. I think it just feels good. And it's the rule of 3. You do things 3 times. Less doesn't feel good. More feels bloated. Now, it feels like we're going to break that, because when we return to Jake this time, and I'm going to save, he will tell us
Hey, welcome back. I picked up the second beacon signal as soon as it activated. Nicely done. Mal is still working at the first site, but she'll probably be done soon. Then she'll head on over to the second. You ready for the third beacon? After this, there's only one more.
What's the plan again?
Get tech, repair comm hub, build a communication network, link settlements.
What do I need to do again?
Really? All right. You need to go to a location, clear it, and drop down a beacon. Would it help if I wrote it down?
I'm ready.
Okay then, here's the next beacon. Keep up the good work.
So, as far as Jake is concerned, we've got one more beacon after this. But really we don't. So really we're sticking to the rule of threes. This will be the third beacon and then we're done with this mini-game type thing. Ah, Kez Daddy, hello! Did you start half an hour earlier or late? Or is your stream half an hour now? I've read that completely wrong, but I get what you're asking. I started half an hour early compared to sometimes. Sometimes I start at 8:30, sometimes I start at 9 my time. Depends how I'm feeling that day. It depends if I'm tired or I know I've got things to do. I might start slightly early. So I'm... Ooh. We've got Concord settlers. But we're going to ignore them. We've got more important things to be doing. Yeah, so I did start a bit early today compared to some days. I think I'm going to go over here. Let's travel to Vault 81. Yeah. And while it's loading, I'm just going to quickly put my glass over here. I have a freezer behind me, which I like to put my glass in to chill it off before I get myself a drink. It's a life hack. I invented it, you can use it too, just make sure to credit me. Ooh, actually, whilst we're here, let's go talk to Mansfield. So I don't think a lot of people know he has additional content for you after you finish the main quest. Again, this was designed with people like me in mind who like to play survival, and so we'll travel places by foot. We'll revisit a lot of places sometimes. Whilst you notice when we fast travel, we skip over a lot of things because...
Don't try anything.
Well, why would we want to go back somewhere we've already been?
If you need a doctor, Forsyth and Rachel are down in the medical center. They can patch you up.
There's our buddy. And
don't go feeling all special because the overseer lets you in here. You weren't the first.
Let's see if there's a new record on here. There is. Vault Security, Claudia Mansfield, deceased. Remove name from patrol rotation. Reallocate equipment. Recover remains and schedule funeral service. Glad to see that works.
And certainly won't be the last.
Ah, it's good to see you back again. I was starting to worry you'd been clubbed to death by a mutant. But since you're here, I'd like to thank you once more for all of your help. If there's anything I can do for you, please let me know. Or if you'd be interested in picking up some extra work, we'd always welcome the aid of a capable outsider.
So, Mansfield should have some Radiant quests for you. But let's ask about him first. I'm not sure if he's going to say anything different here. I can't remember.
It would be nice to know more about you.
Oh, let's see. Well, unless you were dropped on your head, you've probably already deduced that I was born and raised here in Vault 81. When I came of age, I took the position of Deputy Overseer. It seems administration is something that runs in my family. When the vault first opened to the outside world, I led the first scouting party into the wastes. But we quickly discovered the Commonwealth is fraught with peril. I immediately campaigned for the vault to be resealed, but Overseer McNamara overruled me. And so the vault remained open. After that, I took it upon myself to keep a very close eye on the surface.
Why do you care what happens on the surface? You're in your own world down here.
I won't pretend I understand the motivations of those vying for control of the Commonwealth, but I do recognize the danger they all represent. As long as the vault remains open, we are susceptible to the whims of these bickering powers. We'd be foolish not to pay attention to the surface.
Can't you do something to protect yourself?
We do the best we can. We train security personnel and send out patrols. We even purchase intel from outsiders to keep informed.
Like the Ron.
If I'm to be honest with you, we're no match for most outside groups. Our resources and manpower are simply too limited. Our biggest defense has and always will be the vault's blast door.
Foreshadowing.
As long as that remains intact, for the most part, we're safe.
Foreshadowing.
You've been outside of the vault?
Yes, although that was some time ago. It was our first foray into the Commonwealth.
I see you
after
spelling
we
mistake.
unsealed the vault. I don't think any of us were ready for just how brutal it is out there.
See, this is probably dialogue that so few people see that's not been caught. Instead of first, it says fist. Thankfully, the VA read it correctly.
That's all I needed to know.
Was there anything else?
Oh, okay, so here is, again, something that most people will miss out on. The gunner note that we found before on one of the gunner bodies, we can now hand over.
Here.
What's this? Oh, I see. I assume you found this on one of the mercenaries. I won't ask how you procured it. This explains a lot, including the strange tastes in our water as of late. The Overseer will need to hear about this.
You had to stand up for the animation.
But now that we know, we can take the necessary precautions. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Please, accept this reward and know that you'll always be welcome in Vault 81.
Now, this now should change a small amount of dialogue later on. It'll be interesting to see if it does.
Hi.
Always good to see you.
And it will have future ramifications that I won't discuss now.
Anything interesting happening in the vault?
Perhaps you should speak with Calvin. He's one of our maintenance workers. He's been low on equipment lately and might be willing to buy from you.
Hey there.
Always good to see you.
Huh, okay. I don't suppose you're watching, Cal, because I think I just found a bug. So I think at some point the give gunner note option wasn't triggering properly. It didn't detect that you had the notes, I think. Now it clearly is detecting you got the note, but I don't think the note's been taken off you, so I'm just going to try...
Nothing right now.
See if I still have the note, and if I drop it, that should get rid of that option, which will allow me to then do... Already logged. See, why do I even bother, Cal? Why do I even bother? Is it the problem that I just guessed, that you're not having the note taken from you, and is therefore... Let's see.
I don't want to hear any negative reports about you, outsider.
Always good to see you.
Yep, there we go, see. So the note is meant to be taken off you, and therefore we get this extra
Let's hear a bit more about that extra work you mentioned.
Yes. If you're interested, we've another patrol that's yet to report back. They may be in trouble, and in need of assistance.
So, the way this is meant to be rigged, I don't know if it is properly, it's meant to be if you turn down a type of job from him, the next time you talk to him, he'll have a different kind of job. So, let's see if that works.
What's the pay?
For this, 220 caps.
I'll pass on this one.
Very well. I'll get someone else on it.
And let's try for a different job.
Always good to see you.
Let's hear a bit more about that extra work you mentioned.
Yes. We could use your help with a little pest problem.
How much of a threat are they?
It's often hard to tell with this kind of thing. So, best we just deal with the situation now, before someone ends up hurt.
All right, I'll do it.
Wonderful. Let me update your map. Return here for payment once the job's done. A rather aggressive Yao Guai has been encountered frequently as of late. It would be best for all if you could put it down.
Don't make me regret letting you in here.
Hooray! So there you go. There are some extra quests you can do at Vault 81, and I think there's a rotation of quest types.
What I wouldn't give for some real
So we just got pest control. There's one also to go find a security patrol. And I think there's a third. There could be a fourth as well. It's been a while. I think one is maybe picking up supplies. So whatever kind of work you want, you can get. You just have to turn down the first one, and then you can get a different job from Mansfield. And it's a good way to earn some extra caps. As long as Mansfield is at the vault, you can keep doing those quests. But right now, we want to go over here. Or over there. Okay, that one's at the library. That's going to be a big job. So we're going to go this way instead. Also, it looks like my heater just kicked on because it's getting cold. If anyone can hear that and it's annoying, let me know. I will turn it off and remain cold. Wait, did we lose Piper? Nope, there she is. Fantastic. I would replace her with Nick, but that requires going and finding Nick and rescuing Nick. And we love Nick, but that's effort. You can see I'm still checking my Pip-Boy.
What?
Oh, nope, nope, no fight raiders. I do wish there was a good reason outside of I'm streaming and just don't want to take too much time to not fight certain enemies in the game. Because even if you're really underpowered, generally speaking, you can fight and defeat most things. Okay, I want to go that way. So I find myself pretty much killing everything I come across, except when I'm really low on health, and I don't have any stim packs or anything. Oh, ooh, random encounter.
Just do it, Fred. I just need to get to Bunker Hill. After that, you'll never see me again. I promise.
Kill him.
Don't come any closer, friend.
He's a synth.
This doesn't...
We're not going to stay smooth skills much longer if we don't get a move.
Radiation, radiation. Oh, I think I just heard him be killed. Well, that's none of our business. We're rebuilding the Commonwealth. Not rebuilding people. And he is a synth, so, you know. Okay, let's save. Now, off the top of my head, I think this is meant to be the sort of electronic hobby club thing. But I'm not entirely certain. Okay, I think it is. And there's radioactive barrels everywhere. I'll just run past those. Oh, okay. Okay, that's full of rats. I don't remember it being full of rats. And I don't think we've got any major protection against that kind of thing. Let's see. Watch out for the rads and the traps. Yeah, I remember the traps. I don't remember the rads. Okay, we get some rad away and some radix. And some water, because why not? And we're going to save. And let's see if we can just brute force it. Run, 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 run. Wrong way. Run, 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 run. Ah! We're good. Keep running. We're good. Keep running. There you go. That's how you survive the wasteland. You just keep running. Go away, rads. I think... Oh, yep, protect one. Okay, we did get some shotgun shells. Okay, I don't have a critical. Let's go for the arm, I guess. Or not. Am I reloading? I'm not entirely sure what's happening there. Ah! Get him, Piper! Ah! Help me, Piper! Help me! Ah! Traps! 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 Turrets! Okay. Didn't exactly go to plan. But I think I've got some mines left over from that time I killed all of those gunners with my mind. Okay, we have some mines. And we got some grenades. Which, strangely enough, do more damage than mines, okay?
Perimeter movement detected.
Okay.
Possible stealth unit in the AO.
I was stealing that. And apparently I'm missing every shot. Oh. Hide, 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 hide. I'm probably gonna die again. And I'm out of ammo for that. Man, these things are scary. Oh, why have I got my fist up? That is not going to help.
Analyzing hostile. Kill probability.
And I'm out of ammo. Okay. I don't know how we're going to deal with this unless we, maybe cheat again. Usually I'd be better. Oh, wait. We did pick up an EMP mine, I think. Let's see. I'd like to try and kill it. Okay, we have a pulse mine. Save. I'm just gonna
Scanners detecting sentient
throw
life.
that over there.
Alert level engaging hostile.
And it's going to ignore it. And I'm going to trigger myself. Okay, we need to put it at the foot of the stairs. We need to put all the mines there. And then somehow not die ourselves. That's the plan. If I can't do that, then I'm going to use my mind powers again. Okay, I think we got that equipped. Okay.
AO compromised. Engaging.
Oh. Well. I think it's time for mind powers. As I clip into myself. And mind powers. I'm sorry, Piper. You were caught in the crossfire. Ooh, that's bright. Okay. Let's do what we came here to do. Miscellaneous and drop. Oh. Clear the location somehow. Oh. Is it not cleared yet because of the turret? Or because of things outside? Interesting. Carrying too much. Piper! I don't think I... Oh, no, I do have stim packs, okay. And I need you to carry some of these things for me.
Hey.
You say the word. Take a look.
Let's see. You can carry... I will sort through these later. Ooh, I've got a lot of Molotov cocktails. Oh, you can carry that, you can carry that, you can carry that. Okay, I'll do it now. We're gonna save. No, the turret blew up. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, we'll try one more time, and if not, maybe we have to clear the outside as well. Because we did just run in here. That's right, I'm blaming you. Not just me. Okay, it's good. I think it was just taking a while to realize this place had been cleared. Ah yes, says Erica. Time for Cyric's almighty lead narrative designer powers. Yes. I designed it that way. Ooh, glue. Okay. Now Jake said we've only got one more beacon after this. Now can I fast travel before I get irradiated? I think I'm being irradiated. I think I was too slow. Nope, I want to go... Oh! I thought you couldn't fast travel when you're being irradiated. Maybe I was wrong. Or maybe I was super fast, and the game just didn't register it. Okay, we're going to save. Unlocked Mark 1 beacons.
What happened here? What happened here?
Nope.
Blue.
Was wondering when you'd show up.
Something's not right here.
Huh. Was wondering when you'd show up.
That's interesting. I'm going to reload. So, something we did as a cheat is, if you just installed Chapter 1, when you got to the end of it, this originally was the ending of Chapter 1 right now, and you'd walk in and you'd find Aiden there, and there you go, see, he just teleported across. So you'd find Aiden there, and he'd tell you he came back here, found that Jake is gone, and he's going to look into things and he'll get back to you. And then we had a pop-up saying, well done, that's the end of Chapter 1, you got to wait to the end of Chapter 2. And the idea was always, when Chapter 2 begins, we replace that with the opening we get now. But it looks like it still triggers a tiny bit because we got that Aiden popping in, and then it quickly realized, oh, we need this Aiden. Maybe there's nothing we can do about that, because we do need that redundancy in there, in case someone only has Chapter 1 installed. But it did cause just a interesting thing to happen right there.
What happened here?
Blue.
I was wondering when you'd show
Something's
up.
not right here.
Huh. Was wondering when you'd show up.
Still a bit funky. Okay, that's interesting. Cal, is that something we've got a note on? Or is that something just I've managed to do, possibly by cheating my way here? Maybe. I don't know why it would do that, but it's a possibility.
Forget about me. Why are you here?
Was in the neighborhood. Thought I'd stop by. Truth be told, you and your partner left quite an impression. Was actually hoping to ask you and him a few questions. But as you can see, he isn't exactly here right now. In fact, entire town seems deserted. By the state of the place, I'd say there was some kind of struggle here. I think someone's taken your partner.
We're missing a perk check as well. So I could be wrong. I think this may be one of the first quests that are now main quest implements at SAG worked on. And it's the first time we had some fancy camera trickery with the camera panning across the room there. We're going to take the perk check even though we won't get a reward.
That's not all.
Huh. You're right. Looks like there's some equipment missing too. Why don't you search around or something? Maybe you can find the answer to who did this.
Search the clues. So here's another thing that one day will be fixed. You can just kick the scarf, but the activator remains where the scarf was. So you're not meant to be able to move this thing. It's meant to stay there.
Oh no. Huh. Bloodstains.
It's almost like someone shot Jake.
Busted. Damn. Broken.
Jake's radio log.
What have we here?
What'd you find? A holotape. Huh. Don't suppose you've got a holotape player?
Which of course we do. Let's see.
He's over there! I see him. Suppressive fire. Avoid the tag. Oh, shit! Slick! Get the beacon! I need you to get back here! Fast! Damn it! Just go away! Shit! Shepard's down. He's toast. Bastard! God! You're gonna pay for killing Shepard.
Knock it off. Algernon wants him alive. Just bind his hands and get the bag over his head. Hey. Hey, kid. It's safe to come in now.
Oh, okay. Wait, who is that? You've hurt him.
Never mind who it is. Just get ready to start moving the tech. But first, check out that terminal. Find out why it's flashing like that.
It looks like there's a message being recorded. It's not transmitted yet. I think I could stop it broadcasting. I just need to...
Good. I can make sure it don't broadcast. Move, egghead.
What are you... Wait, don't!
A little story that played out. I love that holotape.
Hey.
Yeah?
Who kidnapped him?
Whoever it was, they've got your partner. Sounded like he gave back as good as he got, though. Maybe he's got more backbone than I thought. Hey, check out the remains of the attacker your partner took down. Don't be shy. Plunge your hands right in there.
So, here's something I cheated with a tiny bit. I wanted the note to be in here, but I didn't want the player to loot it too soon, so you only get the prompt to pick it up after Aiden tells you, hey, plunge your hands deep into there and maybe you'll find a note that somehow wasn't disintegrated. Oh look, we found a note that somehow wasn't disintegrated. Special orders, priority yellow. New intel on comms disruption incident. Suspected culprit has associate in Diamond City. Identify and question. If associate divulges culprit location, capture is authorized. Secure culprit and confiscate any suspect technology. I want them breathing and conscious, understand? No rough stuff, Berman. By order of Captain Algernon. So, other than exposition, this is also to establish Algernon. He is a good guy, see? He told no rough stuff. So later on when he says that, you can believe him because here's the orders. If you remember. So it's kind of a clue of like, maybe he is honorable. Maybe he will keep to his word.
Diamond City. It's a clue, but not enough.
It's something, which is more than you had a minute ago. Who does your partner know that lives in Diamond City? Because I'd say they're who you want to talk to next.
Oh, we don't have idiot savants. Boo.
What's your take on Diamond City?
My take? They're resilient. You gotta respect that. But they're also insular. As long as they're protected, they don't give a damn what happens outside of their precious walls. Great green jewel, huh? More like a great yellow turtle, hiding its head inside its shell. So who is it your partner knows there? Because that's who you need to talk to next.
Diamond City it is.
Good. Now, I got some errands to do. I'll see you later, maybe.
Boo. No idiot savant. But who does Jake know who lives in Diamond City? It's a head-scratcher. But I guess we'll just have to go there and find out. Finding player speech options to allow the player to use perks and make sense, though, that was such a pain in the arse. It took so long to find anything even remotely relevant. So finding that the player just randomly says, I was searching for something to do with the run. So information, broker, cool cat, meow was the closest I could find. And it just so happened it was such a stupid thing, I thought, perfect, I can use that for Idiot Savant. And it works. It's almost like it was planned, but not really. Happenstance. I'm gonna save, just in case things break. I think this quest plays properly now, but I remember at some point it didn't. But just in case. Oh no. The place has been trashed. And a texture from the texture pack I use apparently is awful and has messed up. Ugh. Oh no.
Oh man. You're not here to perform some kind of revenge killing or something, are you? Because that'd be a real drag.
What are you talking about?
You know, because I gave up Jake. Oh man, I didn't want to. But pain has a way of making a cat talk. So, you're not going to kill me?
Fun fact. The Ron's toupee, which you can see lying next to him, was originally meant to be lootable. Now, it will be at some point. I think we couldn't, for some reason, the game just wouldn't let us do a easy and quick texture swap, because there is the Pompadour wig that you can use in the game, but it's black. And we figured, okay, we can just make it blonde, and it's the Ron's hair then that you're stealing. For some reason, it just wouldn't work, and it was such a small thing that it just got put aside. It's like, we'll fix that later. But at some point in the future, because this is very important to me, we're going to make it so you can steal the Ron's toupee that's right next to him. And you can wear it. And don't worry, he gets a new one later on. It's fine.
What happened here?
Look at it, right there, tempting me.
It was the Gunners, man. Burst in, demanding I tell them who I'd been selling info to. Asking all about communication devices and pre-war tech. I told them. I said I don't sell information on clients. but they weren't looking to buy. Oh, bleeding all over my suit.
Come on, focus. Couple stims and you'll be right as rain.
Oh, I can use a perk, but I won't get rewards for it.
Here. This'll make you feel better.
Oh, yeah. That feels much better. Thanks. Look, I didn't want to give them any info, but I've never been tortured before. I had no idea it could hurt so much. This cat couldn't hold out. I told them what they wanted to know. I told the gunners about Jake. And then they broke my legs as a thank you. Is Jake okay? He's not mad at me, is he?
So, this is another case now of, there was no lines I could find that had the player say what I wanted to. So, the Ron sets the line up. See, he's like, so, Jake, is he okay? They've not kidnapped him, have they? I mean, he doesn't ask that because he doesn't know he's been kidnapped, but that's essentially what he's doing there. But what info did you give them, Ron?
Well, hold on. What info are you talking about?
Well, I told him about all the ASAM stuff Jake's been doing. About the comm hub and hardware store in Concord. I tried to keep my mouth shut, honest. But when they brought out the pliers...
They took him. But I'm going to find him.
The gunners took Jake? Oh, not cool.
Do you have any idea how I could find him?
I can't help you there. I've no idea where they might have taken him. But wait. The tough that worked me over, I did overhear him mention a place. An old schoolhouse. Malden Middle School. But there's nothing there. It's just an old ruin. Look, I don't like saying it. Jake was my pal too. But if the gunners took him, he's a goner.
What do you mean?
Gunners don't take prisoners. Whatever their reasons for nabbing Jake, chances are they've already put that hound dog down. Listen, don't go kicking the Cazador nest. Don't give the gunners a reason to ice you too.
Maybe I can reason with them.
Are you serious? Gunners aren't exactly known for their diplomacy. What they want, they take. Fine. If you're going to go searching for Jake, least I can do is try keep you alive. Check the file cabinet in my office. There's a few stealth boys in there, behind a false panel. Take them. They're yours. If Jake is still alive somewhere, maybe they can help you get to him. And if you come across any gunners, give them a knuckle sandwich. Courtesy of the Ron. Oh yeah! Oh, I think a rib's poking at my lungs. I hope you can find Jake. Good luck, cool cat.
Oh, poor Ron. I'm gonna leave because I think he restarts his conversation, which I think is a known bug. But let's grab those stealth boys, and I guess go find Jake. We've been followed.
So, the gunners snatched Jake. Yeah, that makes sense.
Ah, more perks without rewards.
Seems like I have a stalker.
Huh. You either saw me or you're sharper than I thought. Yeah, I followed you after you left the hardware store, and I'm glad that I did. Listen, first time we met, I didn't know what to make of you or your partner, but I had time to think it over. It's obvious now you're no friend of the gunners, and for the most part, you seem to be able to take care of yourselves. Kidnappings notwithstanding. So I was thinking, maybe we should cooperate. You know, help each other out. Enemy of my enemy and all that.
Why should I trust you?
I'm not asking you to trust me. I'm just floating the idea of us working together.
Depends. What's in it for me?
Reasonable question. That information broker, he mentioned Malden Middle School. I happen to know there's a vault hidden under those ruins. One that's under gunner control. A hidden, secret vault. Sure, seems like a good place for the gunners to hold a prisoner, don't you think?
What's in this secret vault?
Gunners. Maybe some of their captives. Besides that, I have no idea.
Why are you telling me this? What game are you playing?
Don't be so fast to think I'm playing games. I'm offering useful information here. It's unusual for gunners to take prisoners. But we both heard that holotape. They wanted Jake alive. Now, I'm not saying I know for sure, but I suspect that if your partner's anywhere, it'll be in that vault. And it just so happens, I got the codes to get inside. So I say, we break into that vault, take down the gunner's station there, and maybe find your partner.
What do you actually want?
I want to help you. Is that so difficult for you to believe?
You're suspicious, Aiden.
Yeah, I don't know. This sounds dangerous.
No shit. We'd be entering the Deathclaw's den. If you need to gather supplies or tune up your weapons, fine. I wouldn't waste too much time. The gunners have your partner, and I doubt it's for a friendly dinner party.
Okay, let's get to work.
Good. I'll meet you near the school. Don't be long.
I think he just might be, Kez. I think he just might be. Level up. Any useful perks? And those Idiot Savant all the way over there. I don't think we're ever going to unlock that. Okay, we've got Science, we've got Scrapper, Hacker. I think Gun Nut comes up once or twice. Let's go with Gun Nut. I think that gives us an option with Old Paul later on. Alright. Malden Middle School, which is all the way up there. Oh, that's a walk. And again, usually we'd have the mutants area. I forget what that's called. But the area where you find Sickle. Usually you'd have that to fast travel to, so you wouldn't have too far to go. Again, rewarding players who have engaged with the side content if they need to quickly fast travel, but it's not too far, I guess. We can travel from Starlight. It's just going to be a bit of a walk. And coming up is one of my favourite Chapter 2 quests. Now we're facing the right way? Nope. We want to go that way. Off we go. Ignoring our settlements. We don't need to... No, we don't need to defend those guys. They're fine. They'll be fine. They've got Starge. It's fine. They got Hubert. He's mayor, I think. They're fine. Oh, what a lovely day in the wasteland. And I think that's a rat storm coming in. I don't want to be irradiated. Anywhere we can stop by on the way? I don't think so. Okay, guess we're just running. And we're not fighting the mole rats. Okay, I think we should be good in terms of the rats we take. That's not going to be too bad. And we're passing a location, again, that we'll be returning to later on, so I might as well get it on my map. There we go. That'll make fast traveling later on a lot easier. So again, that is something I try to keep in mind when planning out where quests take place. I always try to sort of branch out from locations that you've already been to, or have you revisit somewhere you went previously. And that way, it sort of hopefully feels like a natural progression of moving out across the map, either by just exploring, as you naturally do, or by playing the vanilla story. Okay, we're not too far away now. Fantastic. There's something I wanted us to try to keep down, which I think we do for the most part. I could be wrong, but I wanted to keep down the sort of fetch quest feel. Because ultimately, most quests, when you really think about it, can be boiled down to that formula. It's, you know, it's become somewhat standard and also somewhat hated for a reason. It's because that's kind of how a lot of quests play out in a lot of games. And I completely get why. But where we can avoid sort of getting that feeling, I think we've tried to do that. Because, you know, a fetch quest now and again, not that bad, especially if it's optional. But where you're doing it for the main story, that can get really annoying, I think. Okay, we made it here. And we didn't die. I don't know how Aiden is taking me seriously, wearing the bear hat, but let us continue. And we're going to save.
Good, you're here. Done my best to lay low, but the longer we stay out here, the more likely we'll tip off the gunners that something's about to go down. So, you ready to do this?
Anything to report?
Only seen minimal gunner activity. I don't think they suspect anything.
Ready.
It's been a while since I operated as part of a team. Someone needs to act as the commanding officer, and I guess that's you. So, how do you want to do this? What's your plan?
Let's play it by ear, huh?
Take it as it comes. Understood. Also, before we get going, you'll have to leave your cheer squad behind. I work better in a small team.
So the reason I make you send your companion away at this point was, it felt like, first of all, it would be a pain in the arse to find a bunch of companion lines to, that would work in these scenes to comment on what's happening. And also it seemed like it kind of takes away, like at the moment I want the player to be paying attention to Jake and Aiden and Algernon. See, if you've got Piper as well in the scene, that's kind of more people you got to listen to, and she doesn't really have anything constructive to say. None of the companions do, really, in terms of pre-existing lines I can use. So it just felt like, okay, we'll just send the companion away, just because it's going to be too much work to integrate them, and by integrating them, you're probably going to take things away. Also, we have the secret infiltrate path, and again, that just complicated things by having a companion there. However, I'm fairly sure once we send the companion away, you can just talk to them again and recruit them and have them follow you. So if you really want someone to follow you, you can do it. Just know that the quest wasn't designed with that in mind, and that's why we send them
I'll head
away.
for home then.
Let's move out.
Good luck.
Now, do I try and play the quest as it should be, or do I grab Piper just to see if that actually works? Let's just see if we can.
Maybe constantly trying to kill us, but the Commonwealth never lacks for excitement.
That's nice, Piper.
Piper.
Heading my way?
Yep, I'm fairly sure we just pick her up again, so
You know
I'm not
what?
going to.
Never mind.
You know where to find me.
But yeah, if you really want to, you can bring a companion along, and it won't really break anything. They're just going to be really quiet, and it's kind of a vanilla issue where you'll have a companion. You know, you bring Nick onto the Pridwin, and all the Brotherhood are kind of like, well, we hate simps, and we destroy them anytime we see them, and we don't like that you have that one there, but we're mostly going to ignore him. And you bring him to meet Maxon, and Maxon's just like, I'm not going to talk about that simp next to you, for reasons that I won't discuss. But if it turns out any of my soldiers are simps, I will kill them all. So, I just wanted to avoid that a little bit here. I see what you say, Erica. Don't you make fun of my head.
We've come in. I'll follow your lead.
Whoa there, hold it. You're the new conscripts, right? You're late. Hey, you look familiar. You been assigned here before?
No, sir. First time here.
Let's try to bullshit our way in.
That's right. I'm one of the new recruits.
You sure don't talk
Nope.
like new conscripts. Don't even have your markings yet. No, something's wrong here. You're no recruits. Wait, I recognize you. Yeah, I saw you in Diamond City. Oh, I see.
Oof, that lighting.
It's all falling into place now. You're here for that guy we captured. You must be his partner, the one he wouldn't shut up about. Well, sorry to disappoint, but you'll have to leave empty-handed. That guy stays here. Orders of Captain Algernon.
Okay, now I'm going to try and break this conversation, just so I can save. There you go. I'm going to test something. Wise should shoot at you if you try and run past him. Also, at some point, I think we're going to have to make him lose the weapon, because as you can see during the conversation, he ducks, he dives, he does weird stuff. Like, he should have his weapon out, it makes sense, but it makes the scene a bit too funky. But let's see if he shoots me. Oh, there we go. Yep. Now, can I kill him is the question. I'm fairly sure I've seen this trait before. So, let's test it. Why not?
I give up. You win. Look, you're here for the guy we captured, right? I'll tell you what you want to know. Just don't kill me.
Alright, perfect. It's working, although I'm stuck down here now. See if we can get back up to him.
How did you find us?
That hub device you had, it really did a number on our comms. Our leader, Wes, became determined to track it down and bring in whoever was responsible. But Captain Algernon had other ideas. He tasked me and another to find the device before Wes, bring it and its owner to him instead. We followed a lot of leads, but we finally struck gold with an information broker. He told us everything we needed to know.
Let's face him a little bit. That'll help, maybe. Okay, I'm going to save, because I want to try stealthing it. I think we've got a perk that should allow us to do it.
Is there any way to get past all the security?
I'm not telling you that. I'll let you pass without making a fuss. But rest of the security, you'll have to figure out yourself.
Where is he?
The guy we took? Lower levels. Captain Algernon has him in the old Overseer's office. But it won't be easy to get down there. Algernon's got security on high alert. Movement's limited. A lot of doors locked.
That's all I needed to know.
Alright, good. Now, if it's all the same to you, I'm out of here.
Ooh, okay. So we should be able to at least sneak in. It's going to be difficult to get Wise to join us, though. I don't think my charisma is high enough.
I'd like to avoid any unnecessary violence.
I got an idea. Why don't you take the uniforms I was holding for the new conscripts? You both already hold yourselves like soldiers. It's why I mistook you for the new recruits when you entered. If you were wearing uniforms, you'd blend right in. But you'd have to leave your weapons here. You're too heavily armed. It would raise suspicion. Here, these should fit you well enough.
Okay, we're going to save. We're going to save Scum if this doesn't work.
You need to stop working for the enemy and come work with us.
Come again?
It was the bear
You
hat.
want me to work for you?
Clearly the bear hat.
I won't pretend I'm not intrigued, but now's not really a good time. Tell you what, if you survive, whatever it is you plan to do here, then I'll contact you at some point, okay? Now, was that all?
Get out of my sight.
Gladly. I get the feeling things are about to take a left turn around here, so I'm gonna take my leave while I still can. Best of luck.
I think also we're going to have Wise stand up after you knock him down. Because that's an awkward conversation. Again, polish for another day. Just these small things. Okay, we need to dump our weapons. I think we might be able to hold out some, depending on what I have. Yes, I can stash weapons, but keep my melee. I think that's because I have the sneak perk. If you don't have that, you just have to store all of your weapons.
Huh. Nice concealment. If I didn't know better, I'd think you were unarmed.
And we need to put on our disguise. Got a uniform. Ta-da! Yes, they'll never suspect a thing.
Nice little setup. Security's a little lax, though.
New conscripts, huh?
Uh-huh.
Hang on, I'll open the elevator for you.
Yep, new conscripts.
Guess we won't be needing those passcodes.
And down we go. something. Again, polish. There's so much polish we wish we could get in. I knew that the gunners had very limited dialogue. Turns out they had a lot less than I thought, and you'll see that in a second.
This is Captain Algernon. The base is to remain on semi-lockdown. All units stay on high alert. Movement between levels will be restricted until further notice. Whilst our guest is in our custody, these conditions will continue to remain in effect. That is all.
Huh. Maybe he really is here. Alright. Let's work our way down and look for signs of your partner along the way.
Aiden, the gunners are right there. But it's fine because... hey, they have nothing to say. See ya. Turns out there's essentially no just generic hellos and such that these voice types have.
Hi.
So maybe they were in at some point and they just got cut because the player would never actually speak to the gunners. So it is on the list at some point. Someone's going to have to go through and create a new voice type that's just going to probably reuse a lot of the vanilla settler lines, and we just call that the second gunner voice type or something, and we can give it to these guys.
Hey.
So they will say things like, hey, hello, get out my face, you know, whatever. So at least they say something, because at the moment, the vault feels a lot more dead than it was intended to.
Need to find the card.
Card's gotta be in the vault somewhere.
Another thing I've seen people complain about is the having to unlock all the doors with the keycards quest.
Gunners have outposts and compounds like this all over the Commonwealth.
Mm-hmm.
This is the largest I've been in. Makes you wonder what they're up to.
However, that quest is a vanilla quest. It's actually nothing to do with us. So people who don't like that quest, I'm very sorry. We're not to blame for that one. That's a vanilla quest that we tied into, because you need to progress through this vault. But if you don't like that, then, yeah, I'm sorry, that's vanilla. Nothing to do with us. Personally, I don't think it's too bad once you know what to do. But I do understand some of the frustrations people have with it. Often it's because they're not following the instructions on the screen, which, you know, they do tell you everything to do. But again, I still understand. Okay, so if you hand over your weapons, there are some vanilla guns you can grab. And again, at some point, polish, blah, blah, blah. We want to add just a few more, so a bit of ammunition, a few more other weapons. So the idea is you can loot weapons if you do decide to go guns blazing, or you sort of mess up.
Would you look at that?
One of the speech checks you can do at a certain point.
Rook's been acting funny recently.
So up ahead we actually do have a custom voice gunner to give a bit more life to the
Hey,
area.
what do you think you're doing? Conscripts aren't allowed up here. I need to report this.
Oh, I'm very sorry.
I'm new around here.
Then you should consider this a learning experience.
Do I not have the perk? I don't have the points for a perk. Do I have the charisma for it? Where is that perk? Nope, Lady Killer. Damn. So if you have Lady Killer, you can actually arrange a date with this particular gunner. Let's try just apologizing, though.
I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
You're not escaping a reprimand that easily.
Leave me alone.
Back off. It's none of your concern.
Know what? I don't need this today. Just get out of here.
Hooray! So that's the first speech check type situation, which you're going to be able to get past. Either you've got a perk and you'll auto do it, or you can pass a not too difficult speech check, or you can just bribe her. So,
Up for a little target practice?
unless you actually want to fail,
Looks like that's the
you don't
card
have
we
to at
need.
this point. But it's a test. It's a taste of what's to come, because later on we do have another speech check which isn't as easy.
You've done surprisingly well so far. You know, I didn't actually think... never mind. We should keep moving.
Now, can we pass this speech check?
If you have something to say, I'm listening.
When I suggested we come here to look for your partner, I didn't actually think he'd be here. I thought there was a chance, but... what I'm trying to say is, I led you on. At least in part. But I see now that was unnecessary.
So, on speech checks, what I was talking about before, that is to set things up. And that's something I'd recommend you do in writing or in quest design. If you're going to do something, let the player practice it first or give them a heads up that this is something that's going to happen. And so they may be like, oh, I just talked to this one gunner, and there was a sort of a speech check thing I had to pass to continue. Maybe there will be more. Maybe I should prepare for that. You know, maybe I should put on my fancy charisma hat and take some charisma chems or whatever. So that's a good thing to do. Also here, this was something that originally we got some pushback on, and it's because of the changes in Aiden's character. So Aiden originally is not my character. He belonged to Super Evil and was part of the Conqueror expansion, I guess you'd call it, for SS1. And he was the antagonist, because in Conqueror you play Raiders. And so Aiden is an ex-Minuteman, and he would fight back against the Raiders. But he has a very different role in that. He's an antagonist, essentially. And he doesn't really have much to say, and he has a much more one-track personality. So when I wrote this bit initially, where he starts to open up to the player, the immediate feedback I got was, well, Aiden wouldn't do that. And you know what? That's probably perfectly true. But the thing is, we kind of need him to do it now, because you don't know who Aiden is at this point, and you have no reason to trust him. But multiple times through the story, he's going to push you towards a certain path. He's going to like push you to mostly have more aggressive or more violent actions, and you need to be able to understand his point of view and be able to trust that he's telling you something with a good reason. So we allow him to explain himself now, to open up to you, to be a bit more like, hey, I wasn't using you, but like, I wasn't quite telling you everything, and now I'm not going to do that. I'm sorry, I'm apologizing, hopefully going to make a good impression on you. And I think it works. I think I've seen a lot of players be more open to him after this. Hang on. As I choke. I could feel that building in my throat then. So I think after this, players feel a bit more open to Aiden, and are more willing to listen. So I have seen some people on a playthrough later on, when Aiden suggests something, they listen to him because, hey, he's got a good reason. So why are you telling me this, Aiden?
There's more to this, isn't there?
No.
Okay.
Ah, I knew you were lying to me, you bastard.
I didn't lie. I just didn't tell you everything. But that doesn't matter. Jake is here, so let's find him.
Okay, that wasn't the best interaction we could have had with Aiden there. So maybe in this playthrough, players would be a bit more sussy of Aiden, because, you know, he is a suspicious kind of guy. But that's the reason for his little talk there. And initially we got pushback from Super Evil, his original writer, because his version of Aiden wouldn't do that, and it makes sense. But we kind of needed to change Aiden a tiny bit and make him a bit softer, a bit more relatable, purely for story reasons, because he's not an antagonist anymore. He's a... well, he's not a protagonist. He's a... I don't know what the word is for that. He helps you, though. He's a nice guy. Okay, I'm going to save here, because we do have another speech check coming up. I think we have a perk that should allow us to pass it. Let's see.
Hey, what are you doing in here? How'd you get past the security door? We're on lockdown. Only select individuals are meant to have access to cards.
Uh-oh. Oh, did I not take the perk? Oh, we may have combat.
I must have taken a wrong turn somewhere.
That doesn't explain how you got past the security door.
I swear I took that perk. Let's try this.
Sorry, sir. Won't happen again, sir.
You're damn right it won't. Nope. Now tell me how you got in here.
I am a superior officer. I don't have to answer to the likes of you.
Attempting to impersonate an officer is a serious offense. Did you really think I'd fall for that? You must be some kind of moron.
Could we let this slide?
I can see you're a new conscript, but rules are rules. You'll learn that soon enough.
Okay, I'm just gonna break up this conversation. Nope, no perk points. So I thought no, oh wait, that's not it. Is it Animal Friend? Basically, I thought I took the perk that allows you to say that you are a pest exterminator. I can't remember what perk that is, though, off the top of my head. Damn. We might have to fight them now. I was hoping to pass it. Okay, what we're going to do is, because I am not ready to fight these guys, we're going to load, and we're going to try... It's Animal Friend. Thank you, Cal. Yeah, so if you have Animal Friend, you can claim you're a pest exterminator and get past this guy. Damn. Did I save? Okay, I saved it. Okay, let's see if I have anything that's going to help me with my charisma. I think certain types of alcohol should. I get a +1 to my charisma. What else do we have? Psycho. I don't think that's going to help. Oh, but we do have a stealth boy. Okay, this should be a option. I've seen people try this and it's not worked, but it should. Again, possible they were using mods. But, which meant this didn't work, because we're hidden. We're detected. Sneaky, sneaky.
Hey,
ah, damn.
What are you doing in here?
Okay, I think that's scripted.
How'd you get past the security door? We're on lockdown.
Cal, I don't know.
Only
I'm pretty
select
sure
individuals
there's
are
another
meant to have
scrounger.
access to cards.
Yeah, I think there is. Let's try. I love how we can see me. Another note, Cal. It looks like that trigger happens even if you're hidden, and it's not meant to. If you're stealthed, you're meant to be able to pass this guy. I think it's because it's just a default trigger that doesn't take into account if you're stealthing, and so it will just always activate. That's not what it's intended to do, though. You're meant to be able to sneak past this, which is why the RON gives you those stealth boys early on. It's so you can sneak past some of those parts. So make a note. Any of the parts where someone talks to you like this and the previous gunner, you should be able to stealth past them using the stealth boys, which is why you get 2 of them. But clearly it's not set up in a way that works. And that's probably because I didn't make a note of it, and so poor Sag is just implementing it and be like, I don't know what I'm meant to do here. Let's try bluffing again.
I am a superior officer. I don't have to answer to the likes of you. Oh,
there we go.
I didn't realize.
It's the hat.
Your uniform isn't...
Well, it's a new uniform.
I didn't notice. Sorry, sir. Won't happen again, sir.
Dummy. Okay, perfect, beautiful. Always grab that bubble.
There we go.
And the key card.
That should be the last one we need.
Quiet, Aiden. Oh, I've got pages and pages of polish notes. But they're often things that we won't get to until like all the big stuff's done, and there's still a lot of big stuff to be introduced into the mod. Gaff just released a patch a couple of days ago, I think, that has some things we couldn't get in time. There's so much that we intend to have in here that we just either can't get in, or it doesn't work properly, so we gotta like just delay it. Now here's a terminal that we will be using later on. We're gonna try and brute force it. I shouldn't have done that one because I know P wasn't a letter that worked for that. Nope. 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 Okay, I'm just gonna use my mind powers. Doop, 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 doop. There we go. I'm just gonna rub against it. What?
Got it.
Okay. Apparently I didn't unlock that, I unlocked something else. So, yep, these are the clues and records to something happening later on, which you can find at this point in the quest, but you won't be able to download them to a holotape yet, because you don't have that yet. So you can learn a little bit about certain people that we'll be meeting later on, like Lamont, but I do want to put more in-your-face hints of her earlier on, because I don't know how many players actually sort of deep dive into a lot of this, other than deep dive gaming, of course, deep dive into sort of these small details and learn, oh, a lot of it's set up, and, you know, Lamont is mentioned quite early on. But I can understand the criticism that we should introduce such an important character sooner. And I don't disagree with that, so I will be trying to find more areas where we can sort of maybe even just have a cameo if you get to see her. The issue is, how do I have Lamont appear and the character just not be like, oh great, I can kill her now? As many people try to do with Berman and Wise as soon as they see them outside the Ron's office. But of course are essential. And I just don't want to have, you know, put Lamont somewhere and make her essential, because then players will be like, well, that sucks, like, I could kill her now and this would solve everything, and they're right. And I remember in Fallout 3 they solved this by every time you'd pretty much come in contact with an important character, they're behind glass or something. So it's like, oh, I can't shoot them because they're behind the glass. And it feels a bit not good. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff in this vault, and most of it's vanilla. I think we only introduced the terminal over here, and the terminal up in Algernon's office. Because the whole superhuman thing, that's all vanilla content. Ooh, maybe have a holotape recording of Lamont. That's a good idea.
Hold on. I hear something ahead.
Come on, cutscene. Yay!
That's enough. What's going on here? I gave permission to question him, not to tie him up and beat him senseless.
I don't need your permission, old man. I got commands directly from Captain Wes. Last I checked, he was the one leading the gunners now. I'm gonna ask nicely one more time. That computer thing we found in your store, what is it? Some kind of radio machine? Can we use it to boost our comms?
That's not what it's designed to do.
I didn't ask what it was designed to do. What the hell are you doing? You could have fucking killed me.
I said enough. Wes may lead the gunners, but here, I'm in charge. And this is my prisoner.
But Wes ordered me to...
Don't talk to me about orders, Berman. You broke the chain of command, defied my orders. That comm computer was meant to be brought here with the prisoner.
I was just...
You're dismissed, Corporal.
You can't talk to me like...
Dismissed.
You'll regret this, old man.
I'm sorry about that, Evans. You hurt badly? Right. Let me see if I can find some Med-X or something.
I love that cutscene. I think that's the first thing like that Neho did for us, where you get to see a lot of cool custom animations. I see Kez saying Algernon's sigil is fixed. It is fixed, but that isn't SS2. That is a fix that someone else has made and posted on the Nexus. I'm not sure if they'll allow us or want us to incorporate it into SS2 at a certain point, but I wouldn't be against it. Because I love his little custom logo.
Slick! Oh, am I glad to see you.
What? You know these people? They friends of yours?
This is my partner. The one I told you about. And the other one is... well, someone I didn't expect to see again.
Aiden McTavish, ex-Minuteman.
How'd you get past security? What happened to the man stationed outside?
They're all still there.
You should be grateful. Would have been easier to just shoot our way to you.
Hey, Algernon, right? Look, we never meant to interfere with the gunners. This is all a big misunderstanding. There's no reason for this to escalate any further, so just let me go, okay? We can all just walk away from this.
I went to great lengths to bring you here. I can't let you go, or your friends. Not until we've had the chance to speak.
If you don't let him go, I'll kill you.
I didn't bring your partner here to start a fight. Just listen to what I have to say. Please. The Gunners. We're under the command of a man named Wes. And currently, Wes has us contracted with some unnamed benefactor.
Who could they be?
By following the directions of this mysterious employer, we've become very powerful. But they've pushed us down some questionable avenues, forced us to compromise old traditions and values.
What kind of compromises?
Honor, integrity, leniency. Believe it or not, these were once values held highly by every gunner. We followed a strict code of ethics. But now, we're more concerned with expansion and control. If you need an example to where that's led us, you need only look to Quincy.
Who is they?
I don't know. Only Captain Wes has been privy to who they really are. But we've been working for them for many years. The gunners you see today are mostly a result of their influence.
Please, go on.
With our employer's backing, the gunners have become a force to be reckoned with. We've captured a lot of territory, extended our reach far. But there's always been a hard limit to how much we can actually hold and control.
Because you lacked reliable communications. That's what held you back, isn't it? That's what this is all about.
That's right.
And now the gunners have their hands on the comm hub.
I'm gonna remove your restraints. Hold still.
Ooh. See, this was kind of difficult to write, because I knew where the story's going, but I didn't want to reveal too much all the way in Chapter 2, when we still had a whole year to get Chapter 3
in my
out.
hands again.
So it's walking a fine line of trying to give the audience new and good information, but at the same time, not giving you too much that you're going to
free.
figure
Now
everything
let's
out.
kill this gunner trash and get out of here.
Wait, no, just hold on a minute.
No. What do you mean, no?
Slick, I need you to trust me here. Don't start a fight with this guy. Let's just listen to what he has to say. Please.
I don't think so.
Look, I know he's a gunner, and he did sort of capture me. But I don't think he's our enemy.
So, just there, that's a B option. So usually that's immediate, oh no, we're going to kill him, or I don't want to do that. But I'm trying to push the player to keep Algernon. Now you can kill him just by hitting B again. And I do that occasionally, where there is a, you know, we're fairly linear in terms of story. So we want to push the player to be able to experience a lot of the cool stuff. And this is definitely a differing in philosophy when it comes to game design between, say, myself and Gaff. Gaff is very much, he wants the player to get to experience all the cool stuff. He doesn't want them to accidentally lock themselves out of something. And he also doesn't want us to put a lot of time into something that maybe we make it too easy for players to not see. For example, killing Algernon. So he's just gone forever. When he has some future content, and he will have more future content once we get it in post Chapter 3. On the flip side, I think giving the player those decisions, even though most people will still keep him around, by at least allowing the player having the option to kill him, it makes it more meaningful when you do keep him around, even though most people would do it anyway. Just the choice to not do it makes the default path more meaningful, and most people will do that anyway. Now, some people probably hate Algernon for whatever reason, because he's a nasty gunner, and they can kill him. And the thing is, I don't know who's right in the debate of, do you make the player see most things and don't allow themselves to lock them out of it by, you know, making a bad decision or not fully understanding what they're doing? Or do you make almost everything optional, where you can just kill and murder everyone, and it's always viable, but you're going to miss out on a lot of story and a lot of content? It's definitely a balancing act. Certain games take certain routes more so than others. I think, you know, you can look at New Vegas. You can kill everyone pretty much in that game, and you can progress, but you'll miss out on a whole lot of story. And I think it's a similar philosophy where most people aren't just going to murder everyone and everything, because there's very little content then in terms of quests or characters. But just by having that option, it suddenly seems like the world is much more real, I suppose. But it's definitely a balancing act of how much do we let the player break these things. And here's an example of me pushing to let the player do something that's not in their best interest if they want more story and more characters. But you have to give them that option, I think. So there's quite a few times in the story where I wanted to let the player mess everything up and be like, kill this person or don't do this quest properly, and that there will be consequences for it, and they won't be good consequences. And Gaffer said, no, let's not do that. And I usually agree with him, because we're a small team, so if we're putting effort into creating something, we want players to be able to experience that, because otherwise we've wasted like months and months of time creating something that maybe, because of the way we set it up, most players won't see. So we got only a few of those kind of situations into the mod, but I always push for them, and occasionally I think I can get Gaff to my way of thinking, maybe, I'm not sure, but usually I think he gets me around to his way of thinking. So I don't know who's right, I don't know who has the best philosophy there, but I just think it's interesting. It's I think I prefer, we've already covered this, I prefer games to be a bit more mean and a bit more unforgiving, because it makes it more rewarding. But not everyone wants to put in that time and energy and wants to be locked out of stuff. So let's be nice. I'm just going to be unsure about this.
I'm not sure that's such a good idea.
I know how it must sound, but I think we should hear this guy out. So, Algernon, if you don't mind my asking, what exactly do the gunners want with the comm hub?
You already figured it out. better communications. With something like your hub, the gunners would be virtually unstoppable.
But you're a gunner too, right? Why would you want to stop that?
Not all gunners agree with the path we've taken. Some of us have tried to push back. But West refuses to listen. The best I've been able to do is slow him down.
So Guardian says, I know that I locked myself out of having Veronica as companion in New Vegas, and it sucked. I had to see a guide to understand what happened. Yeah, so you didn't want that. But by giving you the freedom to do it, you know, it's definitely a balancing act, I think. And you can see definitely certain developers, or just individuals within teams, have a preference for a certain thing. A good example is the game Baldur's Gate, one of my favorite games. Not the new one. Let's not talk about the new one. Yes, it's a good game. Do I like it? No. I'll probably play it eventually, though, because it is a Baldur's Gate game. But in Baldur's Gate 2, each of the friendship/romance paths you can have with certain NPCs, I think, was written by different people. And you can kind of see a different philosophy of how they want each quest to play out, depending on who wrote it. So one of them's pretty damn easy, because all you have to do is click the options that seem like that's the correct option. Although there is one instance in... so anyone who's played it, there's 3 major romances for a male protagonist in Baldur's Gate 2, without any new content or mods added to it. The first one I'm thinking of is Aerie. She's mostly easy in terms of you do what you think is the correct response, until there's a response, I think, to sleep with her. But if you've been paying attention, you should recognize that's a bit too sudden, and it kind of kills the romance. So that's one example of you taking a bad path just by, you know, spamming A, even though it's not A, but like just spamming the option you think is correct. But other than that, her romance is fairly easy. Next in difficulty is Jaheira, who I think is a bit more complex, and I think you can lock yourself out of her romance somewhat easily if you make a few mistakes now and again. But again, they're somewhat obvious if you know her character and you know what she likes and what she doesn't like. It's like, don't kill the puppy. She won't like you if you kill the puppy. Oh, I killed the puppy. She doesn't want to romance me now. Yeah, you killed the puppy. Now, the third one is Viconia, who is a drow. And if anyone knows what drow are like, they're crazy. They're evil. You will never understand how a drow thinks. And as such, her romance is the hardest because you have no idea even what you should be doing and when you should be doing it or why you should be doing it. It's such a guessing game. And you can lock yourself out of that romance so fast. And I love that. I love it so much. But to me that makes it more rewarding when you're like, oh, I did the right path. It makes sense. I paid attention to the clues. I think that's more fun for me. But I can definitely see why people would be frustrated because, yeah, you locked yourself out of more content with this character who I'm going to assume, like, if you're pursuing a romance with them. Where's the line? It's difficult. I have a speech check, and it's a perk, so I'm going to take it.
That's why they took you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep, I'm smart.
That's why you ordered your men to bring me in the comm hub here, to slow West down.
Right, but I was betrayed. Whilst Wise was bringing you here, Berman delivered the hub to West instead.
Ooh, that Berman. Cyvirus. Cyberpunk has some... there's this emote thing that gets in the way of chat. Cyberpunk has that too sometimes. Something I can't see. Bad consequences. Very bad consequences, I'm going to assume that says. Yeah, I think Cyberpunk definitely embraces the consequences thing. Again, it's what does your audience want, I suppose. If you know what your audience wants, I think some of them will like that, some won't. What should we say about Berman?
That's a shocker.
Guess things didn't exactly go as you planned. Do you have any idea where Berman might have taken the hub?
Most likely to a hidden safe house, but I don't know which. All I do know is that it's only a matter of time before West learns how to use your hub. And once he does, the entire Commonwealth will be vulnerable to Gunner conquest.
Oh no.
I don't want to see that happen. So, I'm going to help you find your hub and get it back.
So, spoilers for Chapter 3. Anyone who's got there, I think that's everyone though in the chat, so I'm not really spoiling anything. But if you've not played and you don't want things spoiled, stop listening for 5 or 10 minutes. So Wes's plan here, which you find out later on in Chapter 3, is he is working for the employer, which is Vault-Tec. And Vault-Tec have already let him know they're going to destroy the Commonwealth once they're done. You're going to use atomic rain, and we're going to just wipe out most of the Commonwealth, because they don't want any traces of them or Magnuson's research left behind, so they can just be left alone on the moon. Now, West doesn't like this, and he's realized, well, we kind of have all the power here, so I'm going to, instead of destroying the Commonwealth, I'm going to unite it under my rule, and then I can tell Vault-Tec, okay, you don't have to worry about the Commonwealth and secrets leaking out, because now all these guys are under my control, so you don't have to destroy them. Do you agree to this? And if so, we'll send you the tape things that you want. And of course, Vault-Tec would have said, oh yes, of course we agree to this, but they would have destroyed them anyway, so it was a doomed effort, but West didn't know that. Lamont doesn't care, though. So when she's in charge, she does not mind if the Commonwealth is destroyed. Why should I trust you, Algernon?
Why should I trust you?
The last thing I want to see is a subjugated Commonwealth, especially at the hands of the Gunners. If I could, I'd attempt to reform them, but current circumstances dictate a more direct course of action. I'll do what I have to, even if it means turning on Wes.
So, some of what I just said, I wish I could have put here a bit sooner to hint at those things, but again, we had another year of development, so I was very aware if I put too many hints and clues here, most people are going to figure it out, and that kind of ruins the story for them. Let's work together, Algernon. I like you.
You help me, and I'll help you.
I'll reach out to those I trust within the Gunners. Some may know where Berman is hiding your hub. I'll need to act fast. Wes was already suspicious. After this, I doubt I'll hold my position for long.
Wait, before you go, how will we know when you find something out?
As soon as I know anything, I'll be in contact. But in the meantime, you should return to Concord. I sent one of my people back there, a technician. Find her and give her these orders. She'll help you. I'm sorry we had to meet like this, but I hope you can understand why. You'll hear from me again soon.
Well, gotta say, you sure are a sight for sore eyes. How'd you even find me? After I got grabbed, I figured... Well, never mind what I figured. Thanks for coming to get me. It means a lot.
Oh, I see. Oh no. How's the stream going? I think it's going pretty well so far. Although I do need to get a drink shortly, because I've got a scratch in my throat. Okay, here's the important question, everyone. Do we flirt with Jake? Do we do the Jake romance?
You okay?
Nah, I got a few extra lumps, courtesy of the fellow who grabbed me, but I'll be fine.
Here's the chance. Do we romance him? Do we not? I'm gonna do it anyway, but I think I'll give you guys the chance. Oh no, nose. Yep, we're doing it. Okay, I'm gonna quick save just in case. This flirt should work though.
You mean a lot to me too.
Oh, I didn't quite mean like that, but
yay!
Thanks. All right, you. What are you even doing here? Decided to come blame me for even more things the Gunners have done?
Well, since you brought it up, guess you could be blamed for giving the comm hub to the Gunners.
Give? They took it. Why would you even... Oh, you are one aggravating little... If that guy hadn't stolen my gun, I'd...
You don't need to get so worked up over things.
Well, my work here is done. I'm gonna shadow our new friend. Call me crazy, but I'm not about to take the good Captain Algernon at his word. I'll check in with you once I have anything. See you two later.
Whoa, wait a minute. Is that Aiden guy helping us now?
Who knows?
Well, this day just gets better and better, don't it? Come on, let's head back to the hardware store. Clear out any gunners still there. I'm gonna need a new weapon. This should do nicely. All right, let's get going.
Okay. We're going to take a quick break so I can get a drink. I'd recommend everyone else do the same. Oh, I just saw a message from Gez. I will answer that before I go. How did you feel about implementing the Jake romance? Ooh, there's a good question. Let's just switch over to chatting. There we go. So, I wasn't too sure if people would even want a Jake romance, first of all. So it was again a question of, is this something we put our time into? Because if it turns out almost all players don't want that, we've kind of, wasted development time, quest time thinking about this. We've wasted Tom, the voice actor's time, in recording all these romance lines that it turns out people hate Jake. They don't want to romance him. So even from chapter 1, I wasn't against it, but I didn't know if people would want it. But after the response chapter 1 got, turns out everyone liked Jake. Well, most people like Jake. I'm sure some people hate him and can't stand him. But it kind of goes back a little bit to for those who were around for the first or second streams I did. I mentioned at some point we had someone on the team who was somewhat helping with some story stuff, but a lot of it was hurting as well. And she really didn't like Jake. She didn't like him as a character. She didn't think he was nice or fun or people would like him. And so that was enough to give me some doubts of maybe other people wouldn't like Jake either. And she was going to, at some point, take over the story and write her own version of Jake and things. Things didn't go that way, thankfully, I think. I think the version of Jake we got is good. I like him, and it turns out people like him too. So that kind of settled it in terms of, do we put a romance in? Because, well, people want him, and people like Jake. So that made it easy in terms of, do I want to put it in there? How did I feel about implementing it? I didn't feel bad about it. I can definitely see how some people might feel a bit weird about it. Especially like my orientation is straight. I'm a straight guy. So I'm essentially writing a romance for people who want to romance Jake, which will either be female or gay. Neither of which I am. So it's kind of, do I have expertise in this area to write a convincing and good romance for a crowd I'm not part of? It's a challenge. But I just wrote what seemed right, what felt good. Thankfully, Jake is quite a natural character to write for. He's not difficult. So it was very easy to write what he would say and why he would say it and when he would say it. It all felt quite easy. I didn't struggle too much with the romance, which was good. Because there are other characters I'd like to put romance paths in for at some point who have also been requested. Again, I wasn't sure if people would want that or not. And those, I don't know. Again, it's I don't know if I'll be able to pull it off for them, but I seem to have maybe done it for Jake. The consensus seems to be people like the Jake romance. They like how it goes. They like how it starts. The best compliment I think I've heard is, it's way better than the vanilla romances, which isn't very difficult because all you do is talk to, Piper and be like, wow, Piper, you're really good at newspapers. And she's like, wow, well, that's so flattering. And you just say that to her 3 times and now you're lovers. Like, it's not very in-depth. And that's not really a fault of the vanilla story because of the way the companion quests are written. You can do them at any point. Whilst we have the huge advantage of Jake's story is intertwined with the Sim Settlements 2 story. So we can get some way more natural pacing in there. We can actually have things that happen in the story influence the romance, which helps a lot in making it believable. And, something big just happened, so Jake wants to talk to you and he feels vulnerable. And maybe you say something nice to him and now he feels comforted. Oh, you're building a rapport. That's a huge advantage we have over the vanilla companions who are quite sort of detached from the main story in many ways. I felt that was obviously a detriment because the times those companions felt the most real was when they were integrated into the story, like Nick going with you to find Kellogg and then maybe joining you to enter the Fort Hagen, and then afterwards you can go talk to Piper. That felt great. So I think if the vanilla story did that more, we'd like those characters even more because they'd feel more real. So that's an advantage we got by having Jake and his story be part of our actual main story. Let me just catch up in chat now. Oh, thank you. Kez says he thinks that I succeeded in doing the Jake romance. Thank you. Wait, that's not how it works in real life. My eyes have been opened, says Oh No. Yep, you don't just talk to someone 3 times and then you're married. I'm sorry that's, I mean, maybe it works for some people, but it's not worked for me yet. Kez says, the times, the about, okay, I'm having a stroke, I can't read this. The amount of times I've complimented someone 3 times and they've confessed their love to me. Yes. See, maybe that is how it works, I don't know. Either way, I need to have a quick drink, so I'd recommend everyone has a toilet break, gets a drink. I'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes. And if you've got any more questions, feel free to put them in the chat, and I will answer them when they get back, or just have a think about them, because that's why I'm streaming, gosh darn it, so you can ask me your questions. Anyway, be right back. And welcome back. To me, I guess. And to you, if you went away to get a drink. I've drink. My throat is a bit more happy now. Everything is good. Let's catch up on chat here. Erica says, vanilla companions love you for doing things like picking locks. Of course, it's easier to make a romance better. Yeah, the bar is quite low. And again, it's, I don't think necessarily the framework is bad. I think they probably just run out of time. Like, we see Piper do a fancy animation at some point, and then they rarely do that again, because I think I have read or heard somewhere that, yeah, they ran out of time in development, so they couldn't have more motion capture. So I think at some point maybe the romances were meant to be more in-depth, and we got a cut-down version of them. I'm not sure. It is a shame, though. Kez says, I'm glad the romance was talked about early on, as I was a bit worried the fans had to make you feel forced to move the mod in a certain direction. I don't know, it's definitely something I thought about, because I grew up playing games like Baldur's Gate, which I'm fairly sure the second game is one of the first type of RPG games that kind of give you that romance experience, and then BioWare became kind of famous for it. All their games from then on in had a romance path or a friendship path. And then all RPGs started doing that. I think it was a very good precedent that they set there. So that was always in the back of my mind of when I was writing Jake. Like, I wasn't against having a romance, I just didn't know if people would want a romance, because you don't want to force it in there and people don't want it. Sai likes the elevator music. Thank you, thank you. I could be wrong. I think you looped that for me, so thank you to you. Okay, let's return to the game. Quickly make sure things are streaming as they should be. Yep, there we go. Fantastic. Okay. We need to return to the hardware store, but first, let's grab some loot. Excellent. Because we'll probably need that later. And
hacking this is beyond me.
Yep, we have a VaultNet terminal here. So again, we're gonna use my mind powers on this one, because this is a very special one. Now, this is spoilers, which we haven't had yet.
No way I'm cracking this.
Oh, there we go. Unlock. So every VaultNet terminal you come across will have these particular messages. They'll have a 1, 2, and 3. This one, however, in this particular vault, has a 4th option, but only in this vault. Let's read it, shall we? Outgoing. Oh, actually, before we do this, quick reminder. So, the messages here are Vault-Tec trying to make communication with their vaults. And the second one is no one's answered, and they're a bit more desperate, and they really want people to answer back. The third one, they are super desperate. They don't care who you are, just answer. In every other vault, there isn't a response. But in this one, there was. Outgoing. I have received your message. Incoming. Who is this? Are you a vault resident? Outgoing. No, this vault was abandoned. I have claimed it. Incoming. I see. In that case, we have a business offer for you. Outgoing. I'm listening. And that should be the end of it. Yep. So, those who have played should know what that communication was about and who was making it. And later on, you can talk to him in GNN, and he'll give you a few more hints about it. It's Wes. Jump. Okay, let's remember to get our gear and head on out. Push the button. Cynical says, oh, no, not talking to me, but my name is mentioned, which still highlights it, interestingly. Okay, I won't bother reading that, because that's not a conversation to me.
Move along.
Yes, sir. Jump. Here's grab my equipment. Hooray! Oh, I'm carrying too much. Okay, okay. I'm just gonna cheat just for a little bit. Just a little bit. Just so I can get back to Concord and dump off some equipment there. Oh, was Cobus a sneaky Cobus, Erica? Was he lying to you?
All right, we're here. Let's head to the hardware store.
Very slowly head to the hardware store. Do. I like how the Concord residents are already back, as if nothing's the matter, nothing to worry about. It's fine. It doesn't matter that there's gunners here.
Leave me alone.
Oh, come on. Don't be that way. Hey, you know, I think you'd make a fine gunner. I'll even sponsor your entry. How does that sound?
What? What do you...
Come on. It'll be fun. I can show you the ropes, and you'd earn good money. I know you need the caps, and I can't keep letting you off on your protection fees. No matter how good a time we might have together.
Hey, keep your voice down.
Don't be embarrassed. You just did what you had to, and I can respect that.
Look, just leave me alone.
Oh, come on. Don't be that way. Hey, you know, I think you'd make a fine gunner. I'll even sponsor your entry. How does that sound?
What? What do you...
Come on, it'll be fun. I can show you the ropes, and you'd earn good money. I know you need the caps, and I can't keep letting you off on protection fees.
The townsfolk must have come back from the salvage run only to find the gunners here instead of me.
Hey, keep your voice
Why didn't they
down.
just run away?
Don't be embarrassed.
We can't let the gunners hurt these
I
people.
can respect that.
We gotta do something.
Have any ideas?
I don't know, but whatever we decide, we should do it fast.
Let's try to keep this civil.
You're right. Maybe we could get these guys to leave without any bloodshed.
So, something you may notice then. The A option was kill them, and the B option is to talk to them. I was unsure whether I should do that, because it's a break from the normal way we do things, but I wanted players to actually think about it there, rather than just slamming A. Again, it breaks conventions, which I'm kind of against, but I wanted players to start thinking about the options they're picking here, because later on, you will pick a more important option when you attack the Gunner's Plaza. And so I wanted players not to just hit the A option or hit the B option. I wanted them to actually think about what they're picking here, so I moved things around a little bit there. I don't know if it had the intent I wanted, but that was why those were the way around that they are. Hello, I'm way down.
We aren't expecting reinforcements. Who are you? And what are you doing here?
I don't know what happens if I fail those speech checks. I'm just going to save.
I'm reporting in, as ordered.
Reporting in? From who? You better start making some sense.
Nope, and I have no perks to help me, so the backup is Jake will always get you out of this.
Jake.
Huh? Oh, right. Yeah, we just came from Vault 75. We're, contractors, hired by Wes. He wants us to secure this place for you guys, you know, so you can focus your efforts elsewhere.
Thank God. It's about time someone relieved us. Okay, we'll head out right away. Oh yeah, there's another squad in the service tunnels below. You should head down there, let them know we're pulling out. I do it myself, but, you know, really stinks down there.
Cal says the Idiot Savant perk's my favorite for the
I
game.
didn't think
Yep,
that would work.
that's a good perk.
Come on, let's head inside the hardware.
Idiot Savant has some of the funniest responses. Got lucky with some of the play lines there.
They really wrecked the place. Power's out too. Oh, come on!
What is it?
The vault hub! Why the hell did they do that to it? Oh, and I thought raiders were bad. And... Yep, terminal shot to hell. Oh, I bet it was that big guy that did it. Berman. Ooh, if I ever get my hands on him.
So, something that we didn't get in, which kind of bugs me, is Jake makes a comment there that the power should be off when you return, because that's why Lupe is down in the power well, trying to get it started again. And as you can see, there's plenty of lights on in here. Now, Jake technically does have a generator, but the idea here was you walk in, and there's no power at first, and then at this point in the conversation, the lights will start flashing and flickering on and off. If you've got the awareness perk, the player can notice it. If you don't, Jake will notice it instead. So, I'm going to notice the thing that isn't happening.
Take a look.
Huh? Hey.
Okay, that light does flicker. That's great.
Someone's trying to get the power back on.
But
Must
the
be
player
that
won't be able to
squad
notice
the
that,
gunner mentioned.
unfortunately.
Looks like they're messing with the plutonium well. All right, let's head down into the service tunnels. Deal with the remaining gunners.
So I think the scene was set up maybe not knowing the player can notice it first.
Hang on. Just
Because
grab another weapon.
there's no way the player can see that happen, sadly.
I doubt I'll have enough room to use it down there.
But the idea is like you'd see the light flicking here, so it would go on and off, on and off. It may be just that you can't do that in the engine, like it just doesn't look good or it doesn't work, or that's a vanilla light source and we can't get rid of it. But these are the things I wish sometimes we could do. Okay, I gotta dump some of this stuff off. Okay, I don't need multiples of some of these. I can just sort them out later and find out good things. Boom. Okay, I'll dump off some armor. We'll keep the mask on. We need that. That will keep us safe. And some of these things. Okay, perfect. And I should probably take a step back. Because we can't sneak past these gunners. There we go. Okay. Let's go. Ono says, she'll be able to do it. A script will be able to switch between two light sources. Ah. Again, I think it's just one of those things of a... It was such a minor thing that's kind of unimportant. It's more important that the quest actually runs. But now that we've got all the quests running, it's one of those tiny little things that just bugs me. Oh. Sneaky, sneaky. Up. Okay, level 8, level 8. Okay, they're all at the same level, so let's... Ah.
Doesn't look like there will.
Oh, sorry, Jake. I meant to throw a grenade, not punch you in the back of the head. There we go. Get him, Jake. Oh. Ooh, good shot. And I miss all of mine. Ah. Oh, and I'm dead. Fantastic. Did we save? I hope we saved. There should be an autosave, I think, when we enter. Okay, fantastic. Okay, this time we're going to get a grenade. And we're going to sneaky sneaky.
Careful now. I see gunners ahead.
That's a line I've got down as a redo at some point. So Jake says, I see gunners ahead. Because when that line was written, I had assumed that the player would maybe have a line of sight to those gunners. And they don't. So, okay, we already got them. So the new line is, I hear gunners, and that way you don't need to see them. Because I didn't know exactly where the gunners would be when you entered the sewer area. And Jake obviously cannot see them as soon as you enter. Uh-oh.
Huh?
Oh. Do we have any shotgun shells? Okay, I guess I put my shotgun away because I can't access it. Jake, what are you doing? Help me. Where's Jake? Is he dead? I guess he's dead. Nope, he's helping. He's helping, but on the floor. Get him, Jake. Good work, Jake. I knew there's a reason we keep you around.
Door is chained up on the other end.
Darn, the door is locked.
Hey.
And I missed. And I'm out of grenades. Oh. Poke your head out. Oh. Thought Jacob got that guy, apparently not. Poke your head out. Oh, what? Phew. I don't accept that. Get him, Jake. How is he doing? Oh, he's in the water, that's why I can't see him. That's cheating.
What? Get some!
Oh, there's so many. And I have so little ammunition. Okay, I'm gonna save here if it lets me. Oh my. Now very angry.
You are seriously fucked! You know that?
Wish I saved those grenades. Okay. Think I've got a mine. Fairly sure there's an assault run, so I'm saving some ammunition for that. Down. Nothing's tough. Good job we saved. Man, the 10mm is like useless.
God, I hope there's a bounty on you.
Oh, come Jake. Oh. Well. Yep. Okay. You know what this calls for? Mind powers. Haha. How'd you like that, gunners? Yeah, not so much fun anymore, is it, when you die? Do we need to get the keys off that gunner there? I like at some point you were able to jump over the fence there. And so you could bypass things, and it just broke everything. I'm fairly sure you can't do that now. Yeah, I think this gate was further this way, so you could jump over it. It just meant that you could just basically break the sequence of events that we planned to have happen. And that's no good. So this time you're forced to take the longer route, which I'm fairly sure is this way. There we go. Cynical says, Cirque, Kez is right. You kept a whole document of plot threads, but forgot to have Jake do something where he got his hands on Berman again. Well, I mean, you do find Berman again, and Jake can do something to him if you let him. Okay, we got the key. Yeah, I think right here you could just jump over. Maybe you still can, but it's more difficult now, so that's good. Because Lupe would not talk to you.
I already told you I can't fix anything else until I get the power back on.
I recognize that voice. Lupe?
Jacob? What are you doing here?
That's a rich question coming from you. I thought you'd been killed in the Quincy massacre. What's with the gunner uniform? Yeah, I guess you could say we're all old friends.
Is that missing play line?
But I thought you were killed when the gunners attacked Quincy.
That line should be there. I know we've had that line. I'm going to try again.
Yeah, I guess you could say we're all old friends. But I thought you were killed when the gunners attacked Quincy.
Yes. Good job, Cynical. That's weird. That line has just disappeared at some point. Okay, I think something's broken. I think the line is there.
Quincy used to be a thriving community. Almost as big as Diamond City.
I'm going to try taking the helmet off. I almost heard the play line there.
One day the gunners came to town and, well, I'm sure you could figure out what happened next. Yeah, I guess you could say we're all old friends.
This is weird.
But I thought you were...
Okay, I'm just gonna save. Actually, I have a saved. I'm just gonna load that save. I think I almost heard the player speaking. It sounds like the echo I could hear, maybe? Maybe it's where I was standing?
I already told you I can't fix... Jacob?
That's a rich... Yeah, I guess you could say we're all...
This is
but
weird.
I thought you were killed when the gunners attacked Quincy.
Okay, let's... Wanna fill me in?
Well... I kind of... joined the gunners. Well, actually, not so much joined as forcibly conscripted at gunpoint. But hey, I get 3 clean meals a day, and my boss is pretty nice. At least as far as gunners go.
I guess that answers that. Sorry if any of those gunners we just took down were friends of yours. But what are you doing down here? Why are you messing around with the plutonium well?
Because it was broken. I'm a gunner technician now, so fixing things kinda goes along with the job.
Technician? Say, that boss you mentioned, he wouldn't happen to be called Algernon, would he?
Yeah, that's him. You've met him?
What do you know about him?
He's nice. You know,
really
as
weird.
far as gunners go. He seems more respectable than the rest. Maybe it's because he's so old. So, you know him?
Yeah, something like that.
It's a long story, but I guess we're sort of allies now?
I have no idea what's broken here.
That's weird to say. Actually, he gave us some orders to pass on, if we found a technician here. Which I suppose would be you. So, here.
Huh. It says... I'm free to operate under my own discretion. As long as I help you, I've been given a leave of absence. Neat.
Well now, that's great. We need all the help we can get. And it'd be good to have another skilled tech around. Welcome aboard.
Okay, so I'm just gonna double check. Maybe it's just my side. You guys can't hear it when the player speaks, right? Which is a shame, because we have a perk line. Nope, silence. Okay, it's not just my side. This is... It could be a mod conflict. I don't know how or why. It just seems really weird. Let's do a perk. Nice to meet a friendly face.
Do you like making stuff too? If so, I'm sure we'll have a lot to talk about.
Well, with that, I'd say we've secured Concord. Maybe it would be smart to build some defenses. You know, in case the gunners come back.
Oh, I can help with that.
Sure thing. Hey, I can show you how to do it using ASAMs.
You mean those sensor things? You actually got them working? Huh. I gotta check this out.
As good a plan as any.
I guess we'll just have to secure things as best we can and wait to hear back from Algernon. Assuming he really is on our side, hopefully we won't have to wait long. I'll also check in with our settlements. Without the hub, I'll have to do things the old-fashioned way. I'll be relying on my ham radio and a big old notepad for a while. But it's better than nothing. All right, time to get to work. Stay safe out there. And thanks again for coming to get me. You're a real friend.
The end. Okay, I think we're definitely gonna leave it here for today, because something funky's gone on. Okay, we've got a quick save just before that, so I'm just gonna make a save there. Yeah, the player just... I think this is a Fallout bug. Because that's a vanilla line of the player just saying, hey, I think. Really weird. It could have been a corruption with loading a save, which happens occasionally. Something just didn't get loaded in properly. Yeah, that's weird. Don't know exactly what caused that. But we're going to leave it there for today. I will investigate that a little bit more, try to figure out what's happened there. But I suspect it's maybe just a load issue. Maybe. I see a question here from Kez. Was Lupe always designed to step in if anything happened to Jake? Initially, I gotta remember, this is quite a while ago. I think her original purpose is basically to be gunner information person. So, when you need to know things about the gunners, no matter what, you have someone friendly on your side who will definitely be able to give you some useful information. So, if you're not friends with Algernon or Wise, Lupe can tell you things about the gunners you need to know. Like, oh, you can sneak into their base using this method. So that was her original purpose. However, by the time Chapter 3 rolls around, that's when I decided because again, I want to give the player some choice and some options and things. And spoilers, one of those is you can either make Jake go bye-bye forever, or you can shoot him in the head and make him go bye-bye that way. In which case, there are a few quests that happen that need someone to give certain exposition, and if Jake's not around, then Lupe will step in. So her original purpose wasn't to do that, but she was a natural fit for it, after she served her main primary purpose, which is mostly in Chapter 2, and then to facilitate mechanics in end of Chapter 2, beginning of Chapter 3. Also, if anyone has any more questions, now's the time. But I think we made good progress today. We got a quarter way into Chapter 2, I think. Depends how long you play it for. How much of the side content you do. But I think you can get through Chapter 2 stuff quite quickly compared to Chapter 1. Because I don't think there's too many new mechanics we teach you in Chapter 2 compared to the previous chapters. Oof. One thing I don't like is when I stream, I have a 4K monitor now, fancy new technology. But whilst I can run Fallout 4 at 4K, it's a bit of stress on my machine because it's not the newest, it's not the oldest. So I have to turn down my resolution to stream. But that means once I'm done, everything's all squished and smooshed together. I've gotten too used to all the space and real estate I have now. So I got to remember to switch my resolution back. But if you haven't, and your computer can do it, and you have a screen that can do it, Fallout 4 at 4K looks really nice, even without mods. Things just look crisper and nicer. That's the magic of 4K. Any game that kind of supports it tends to look quite good. Games that don't support it can look pretty bad. So, swings and roundabouts. But I definitely recommend it. I held off on the whole upgrading to new resolutions thing for quite a while. Which is maybe good, because it means technology had a chance to catch up, and a lot of games have now patched in higher resolutions. So even if they didn't natively support it, it works well enough. Just taking a quick scroll back up the chat. I don't think I missed anything. Regarding starters, I'm surprised you guys didn't make them recognize you're still wearing the disguise from Vault 75. I did think about that for when you meet the gunners outside. And I think I maybe decided, oh, if you still have your disguises on, then it's an instant pass. But I think I changed my mind and decided most players are going to leave their uniform on. So whilst it's a nice touch maybe to let them recognize, oh, you're wearing gunner uniforms, you must be gunners. Jake wouldn't have one because he didn't get disguised, so only you did. And then it's that thing we were discussing previously of how much content do you want to lock the player out of. So I think, I could be wrong, it's a while since I thought about this level of design in terms of making Chapter 2. I think the decision was made for them not to recognize it, so the player has a bit more agency and can select what roleplay option they want to do. Technology is scary, says Kez. Technology is scary, but it's also super cool. I think the best thing to do generally is keep up with the trends, but don't try to buy into the trends until like a few years have passed. Like if you've got a smartphone and it works, just wait like 3 or 4 years, and then there'll be even newer, better smartphones than there are now. Like you don't need that new iPhone. Just wait until your phone is busted, and then you can get an even better iPhone in like a year or two. And same with screens. Like the only reason I upgraded my monitor was because the old one was finally dying after about 8-9 years of like almost non-stop use. That's pretty good. Like I'm not going to fault it for that. It served its purpose. But it is nice to get shiny new technology when you've been holding out for a while. Okay, if there's no more questions, we will be ending in a few minutes. Because I am hungry. I can hear my stomach rumbling. This always happens during the streams. I should have a snack to hand I can eat during an intermission. I get a drink, but not a snack. You wouldn't think only 2 hours would be enough time to get super hungry, but apparently it is. Well, I've already had dinner, Kez. I had meatballs, delicious meatballs, and spaghetti and cheese. Ooh, I'd already cooked it, so I only had to defrost it. But that was nice. But apparently it did not hit the spot, so I'll be rummaging through my cupboards and seeing if I've got any snacks. I try not to snack too much because, you know, you want to watch the weight, and I don't exercise as much as I used to, so I've got to keep an eye on that. But if you let me, I would eat food all day. I'm a hungry boy. Okay, not seeing any more questions unless someone sneaks one in, so I think we're going to call it there for today. Thank you very much for joining me, as always. Unless anything comes up, which I don't think it will, I will be streaming again next week. Same time or a little bit later. So I will stream either 8:30 my time or 9 my time, depending on what I have to do. So I will usually make a post on Twitter. If you're not following me on there, go follow me on Twitter. I think my name's Cirque on there. I'm still calling it Twitter. I'm not going to call it X. That's a stupid name. But I should see you next time, barring anything happening. And thank you very much for joining me. Bye-bye.